Hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. How are we doing? Good to see you all. As I do probably see that my webcam is working, is on. Just needs a little cheeky refresh. Hello and there we go. Hello and welcome to the to the Solar's even show matches. As today we're gonna have four best of fives put on by Solar. A bunch of matches which he thinks are even matches, and as he said in the intro to me about this event, he said, I'm sick of seeing these boring players like Max, Pax, Clem, and Hero play each other. It's time for some real content. So, these are $150 show matches, if I'm not mistaken. $100 for winning, $50 for the losing. That is correct, right? Because it just changed, so I just double checking what the number is. Yeah, it was 75-25, but that got doubled up. So it's 100 to 50, and yeah, super excited to come in and cast these for today. A little precursor just in case if the games go super long. I will have to dip in about 5 hours. I've got a doctor's appointment later, so I'm here for about 5 hours. I'm hoping that's enough. Obviously, 4 best of 5 hours. It's definitely possible it goes longer than that. I just got my appointment this morning and I can't really change it. Or I could change it, but then it's just going to be a pain. So, yeah, that's what we're going to go for as we kick this off and we get this underway. GuMiho versus Creator is going to be our first best of 5 of the day. Let's just see what the games give us. We might not even get to 5 hours, so it might not matter as we start off here and go to our opening matchup, which is going to be with Creator in the bottom right and GuMiho in the upper left. Some TVP. Yeah, actually kind of excited about this match. Kind of excited about all the matches. I think they're all going to have a similar story of like, they're cool. We don't really know what's going to happen in them. You know, these are all matches I definitely picked where it's like, if you had to pick a favorite, yeah, I think that's kind of difficult. Now, I think Creator is probably a favorite overall. He plays a little bit more. We see him a bit more consistently, and I feel like his PvT is pretty darn good. But I think GuMiho is definitely crazy enough to kind of mix it up and to make things a little bit different and so on. So I do think there's some factors and possibilities there as well to maybe mix things up a little bit as well. So interesting to see how things go as the SCV just nibbles at the Proby for a couple moments. Get that underway and get this started out. Ryung, Elazer, your pick of the day. Yeah, it's actually just a bunch of cool matches. I think Yakov, Shameless could be very interesting as well. Then you got Shin versus Bunny. Again, I also think maybe Shin... I actually wonder if maybe Shin, Creator, and GuMiho Bunny would have been like more even matchups, but obviously that creates a TVT mirror. But yeah, I mean, definitely a couple of things to think on. It's going to be I think it's going to be a fun one. So I'm going to sit back. We're going to enjoy. Like I say, I'll be here for 5 hours, full stop. So that is the plan around. That's what is happening. There's a couple of Marines pop through there. Going to get a probe now. Going to turn on to some rocks. Warp Gate, Stalker coming through. The factory and the command center coming up as well as we bring that out into play. I'm just going to be seeing the couple of Marines doing their business. The command center building up. Factory and refinery coming through. The Twilight Count's in production. And X is about to complete. A lot of good stuff just being added into in the early stages there. As we do have the Adept making its way to the upper left. Creator, we saw yesterday against Q is definitely not afraid to kind of mix things up a little bit in the PvT and do some different builds. So I think that'll be kind of a fun one to watch out for here as well over the course of the day to see how that turns out, to see what sort of stuff he actually maybe brings to the table and maybe does look a bit different. You know, he was doing some Stargate stuff yesterday and so on. So I do think there's possibilities to kind of, like I say, mix it up, do things a bit differently, mess this around a little bit. When did I know about these matches? Solar messaged me on... Solar messaged me on Tuesday if I wanted to do this, and he asked... I mean, he didn't necessarily know it was going to be today. He just based it on today based on the fact that we finished our tournament yesterday. So, yeah. Do I think this is going to be a weekly thing? I've got no idea. I think it's just 4 matches today, and that's it. But yeah, I've got no idea if he's got plans or what this is coming around from or what. Honestly, I am not sure. So yeah, I mean, cool initiative though. I like it. It's always tough to invest into things that don't naturally bring the best players, if that makes sense. You know, like when I run a tournament, it's very difficult to justify running an event which does not naturally appeal to the strongest players possible. Because then I'm basically kind of giving away viewership, right? You know, I'm basically putting money in to not get as much viewership out as if I just made an event for stronger players. So I always appreciate when other people come out and they do find a way to put some money into something like this. I always think it's very commendable. Because you're going to see these Hellions diving through. His 4-game blink behind this. The possibility of a counterattack is very real. It's the assimilator there. That's not great because the Italians need to stack their shots. 6 workers go down. We shouldn't lose too much more in the main base here. I guess we'll still be able to get towards a couple of probes at the end. 6 workers, I mean, not bad damage, but I am a little afraid, like I said, of the counterattack, because this was a lot of units thrown toward Creator here early, and he's going 4-gate blink, so the counterattack really is going to pack a punch. It is going to be quite lively and quite threatening, you would imagine, as we come through and look to see what's going on. Alex drops down onto the tech lab, Stim starts, Marauder on the way. His medevac actually got intercepted on its way home, so does not make it all the way back, unfortunately. That's going to be an expense. That does go down as well. Is Solo commentating? No, he's not in the game at all. I don't know what the deal is for him, but yeah, he's not commentating. You guys remember there was a tournament he did one time? As that tank goes down. Oh, not bad, not bad. There's a tournament I did once where I feel like I did cast with Solo one time. If someone messaged me and was like, it'd be really cool if we did this and if you guys casted together or something. So I feel like I did cast with Solo once. I have this memory in the back of my mind, but yeah, it was a while ago, I think, if it was real. Anyway, Stalkers are going to try and fight a little bit. There's going to be seeing a couple of these SCVs going down. And that's apparently just going to be good enough damage. GuMiho did not waste time getting out of here. I mean, he was kind of getting overwhelmed. I didn't think it was as serious as that. He started to tank up, but I guess he had absolutely nothing else. So I guess that kind of is going to make sense. Yeah, that ends up being a bit of a faster game one. Unexpected. You can join during Ryung Elazer. Yeah, of course, you can do whatever you want to do, mate. What's the second map? Celestial. I'm in charge of maps today, guys. I'm going to take my responsibilities seriously. Cool, let's invite in. And I'll throw some lobby linking down. And we'll get ready to go. Alright, move Shin up. No, not Shin. It's GuMiho Creator. It's early, guys. I'm forgetting what match we're in already. Fine, Creator just kind of killing on this one. I mean, it was 4-gate blink. It was a 4 Hellion Marine drop that you lost everything from and you only killed 6 workers. I think the counterattack is meant to do a lot. It obviously started off well and obviously went far enough to get the GG in the end, so good luck and go is going to be called by GuMiho. Creator is ready. We can just dive straight into game 2. I'm just double checking everyone's here. And I think they are, so we should just be able to jump straight into the next one. You think it was next? I can't remember what it was, man. It was a while ago. Alrighty, guys, we're going to take a couple seconds, obviously counting down. Celestial Enclave, second map. Big map, in-base expansion is always a little bit of a funky situation here on Celestial as well, so that should also make this kind of interesting. As we hop on through. And we go to the bottom left-hand side with our Red Protoss player. This is going to be leading the series 1-0 after a pretty stylish 4-gate blink. I mean, once he started hitting, he wasn't going to stop. It is going to be Creator in the bottom left-hand corner of Celestial. He takes on GuMiho. I do feel like this map plays to GuMiho a bit. It's big in the sense of, like, you can maybe get out and really get things done on this map. And then it's also just kind of, it's a little bit weird while being big as well because of the in-base expand, and I feel like there's just that kind of layer of trickery kind of built into this map, which GuMiho really appreciates and really, you know, oftentimes I think is able to take advantage of a little bit even, in terms of just how he likes to play and how he likes to do things. So, yeah, I actually think it's an interesting map because it's kind of that double whammy of big, so GuMiho likes it for a lot of this mech stuff that he does, and then also, like I say, a little weird at the same time, right? So we'll see what exactly GuMiho does in the game 2 after a pretty speedy opening map. Is going to round us out of there pretty smoothly from that game 1. So in the game 2, racks coming up, the gateway coming down, the probes in production. We just have ourselves the few structures and workers coming in for a couple moments here. And just have our probe heading across the map from Creator to get some scouting done. Of course, you can go into the worker-only pathway around the back of Celestial, so you can get in up this right-hand side into that in-base, and then check about into the main base as well. Starting up, orbital command on the way, Nexus and Cybercore both building from Creator. As GuMiho wants to CC on the low ground, and the probe will go to block this a little bit and be a little bit of an annoyance early on at least. Just going to try to, like I say, frustrate, annoy, and make life difficult. As the SCV pulls back up top, is going to place the factory there. He actually in-base expands because of the probe, so The in-base expansion is not ideal because it's a half base, so it's kind of like a half base plus a patch. It's 5 map patches instead of 8, and it's 1 refinery instead of 2. So you do have less income available on that base, which means in this scenario, taken as your natural, you will want to get to a 3rd base faster or sooner than usual because you're not going to be able to power up fully properly onto 2 bases. You're going to be essentially 9 workers away from being full saturation, 6 on minerals, 3 on the gas, so definitely a factor there. Depot is going to wall. It's going to keep the probe out. It will not get any more information just yet, at least, as the Nexus still comes up, gets in position. Otherwise, just see where we go. Twilight Council, Adept, and the Warp Gate, all building through. The couple command centers coming up and online. See the factory reactor going to play a little bit of swapsy doodles here as well. So just going to get that going. And, yeah, just jump off, jump over, move around a little. Just mix things up here. As obviously there's going to be Hellions for a 2nd game in a row, so going to be going up to that Hellion count quickly. Don't know if GuMiho is going to look to be as aggressive this game with Hellions as much as he's just going to use them for map control on what is a large map. You get up to 4 Hellions here, you can still obviously, you're always going to be able to threaten the run by. That's always going to be a possibility, but it's not a guarantee. There's a couple Hellions pop. They're going to start making their way out through the top. And the Adept going to shade by to try and gather some information during this as well. So we'll go and see if there's anything to be notably kind of picked up on. It's just the 2 Hellions, so this really is just 2 Hellions for kind of safety on the map and kind of figuring out what's going on. Nothing overly crazy there, realistically. He's going to get through, and a couple of probes will begin to go down. So you do see a couple workers dropping pretty swiftly off the bat. Just going to have ourselves the... I mean, this is not bad, right? If you're only going to build 2 Hellions and you get 3 workers or so, that's not going to be too bad at all. Let's just see the couple of barracks still on the way in. Siege tank and Marines coming up. And yeah, 2 probes going down. As things settle, just for 1 sec, guys, I'm just going to go check on Ellie. She's freaking barking her head off. Give me 1 sec. Apologies, guys. Ellie having a good bark at the postman. Just me and Ellie home alone today, so there's no one else in the house to tell her to shut up. In her defense, it was for us, so, good job, Ellie. House protected. And she's barking again. Well, that didn't last long. Alright, I think we timed it well. Don't think we missed anything here. Stim, combat 1-1. Continues through. Looks like we just joined in time to see some SCV harass from the Stalkers. We're going to be delivering. And as Marines will look to push those Stalkers back the other way. Marines going to come back around. Stimpack, combat shield, 1-1. Upgrades. All building through for a few moments. That Colossus on the way up as well from Creators. We are going to start seeing the Colossus coming through. Extended Tunnel Lens coming about. Nexus is still about halfway done. Just for now. Well, we're getting set up quite nicely here across the board. Looking as though we're just going to get the Stalkers into the Colossus. Accompanied by Charge. Pretty much what Creator was doing a lot of yesterday was a lot of the, into Colossus builds as well. Well, the last couple of times I've seen him play, this has been pretty common from him. And you see all the upgrades from the Terran will finish. And we'll see if GuMiho can get out and do much about this. He did establish a 3rd base while I had to step away, so 3rd base down. As I mentioned, that in-base is obviously going to be less resources than usual, so getting to the 3rd base quickly is important and a bit more necessary than usual. And he makes short work of just making sure that that is absolutely going to be the case and there's not going to be a problem there. So let's sponsor this event. Yes, Solar is the organizer. I'm just here to cast. It's basically a day off for me, feet up, and I just cast some games. I don't have to worry about players showing up or anything. It ain't on me today. Just nice and chill. Is that bio? Comes around the top, a +2 attack, plus of shells, +2 armor as well. Also going to start up here. We got a lot of those upgrades coming through. Again, +1, thermal lance, charge, all build. We got a bunch of extra gateways coming through too, so we get a lot of that online. Creator will establish pretty good setup. I mean, 3 Colossus already, Temple Archive's now done. He doesn't have Storm yet. I can only imagine we're going to eventually get to Storm. I mean, you know, an Arc on a 2 is nice, but if you have a Temple Archive down, Storm just feels like such a good addition. And you're already on 3 Colossus, so you're either going to start building, you know, Storm now, or you're going to go into some Disruptors to kind of accompany your splash with other kinds of splash. See what Creator opts to go for. Do you like GuMiho's upgrades? 1-1 done, 2-2 well on the way. He's going to have a good upgrade lead in this game. That's going to give him a lot of better fights. It's going to give him a lot of better trades. That's definitely going to be one thing we can keep an eye on, because those upgrades are likely going to be pretty substantially in GuMiho's favor, I would imagine. There's the Ghost Academy and the Starport coming up. A couple of Deepers coming through. Those Vikings are still on the way about as well. The Stalker's just going to poke. I mean, don't really expect these to do too much. It's a good amount of bio, and it's a very low amount of Stalkers. Now, the rest of the army is just down the ramp, though. I'm not sure if Creator's in a position to push up here. I really like the upgrades of GuMiho. Now we're going to see the Zealots going to start peeling away to the sides. We are going to make our moves. The Zealots running up the left would be nice. Is that walled off? Not quite. It is mostly walled off, but not fully, so we have to split back to deal with those. Creator wants to come through the choke point. I mean, you would imagine that gives GuMiho a bit of a concave, but what he's missing right now is anything to deal with these Colossus. Like, the upgrades are good, 1-1 to 0-0 for the majority of this fight until +1 attack finishes from Creator, but 3 Colossus just do not care. And the biggest issue is that those Colossus are just not being touched in the slightest. They're just sat there, swinging, and doing extreme damage. And just like that, Creator is going to open a 2-0 lead in this best of 5. Bam. Just like that. Just like that. Alright, so Creator opens up a 2-0 lead. I mean, this was just Colossus that did not really get answered at all. So that's a little bit of a rough one. As Creator just swinging right here. I don't know what GuMiho's current status is in terms of like how much he's playing, or like if he's doing something else and he's just still playing StarCraft like on the side. There was a time where GuMiho stepped away from a lot of competition, but he's playing things again now. Oh, I have to host the game, White Rabbit. My bad. I forgot. I'm not actually free of responsibility. I'm map hosting. But yeah, I don't really know what the where GuMiho is at. And I feel like he has some games. I feel like GuMiho is maybe more hit and miss than ever right now, where some games GuMiho looks extremely good, super solid, just looks like he could really take on anybody. And then other games, I just see GuMiho, like series like this, where it just feels like it's just not there, right? Like he's just not quite got that that kind of firepower to it. Let's see what the recent match history was between these two. When did they last play? They played in January in the WardiTV Winter Cup. Creator 2-0 there, 2-1, 2-0. GuMiho 3-2, but that was way back last year, so they've not played that much. I want to see GuMiho's match history, actually. That might be more interesting overall. See who he's been playing and beating lately, because, like I said, these guys obviously don't play each other a lot, so there's only so much information we can gain from them. 2-1 to Yakov, he lost to Shameless 1-2, lost to Christiana 1-2, beat Shameless 2-1, beat Lemon 2-1. I mean, you can already kind of see on like his most recent matches that the full match history is loading still, but the most recent matches, it's just not really been kind of the GuMiho we know. But like I say, sometimes I see GuMiho and he still looks great. I don't know if it's just like a matchup thing for TVP. But yeah, sometimes he still looks good. I guess he looks good when he gets to kind of play his game, and in TVP especially, playing your game is very difficult to do. So it's a little bit of a difficult one there, a little bit of a weird scenario. He needs Vikings anyway. Those upgrades really were great, but maybe some Vikings would have been, in fact, just even better. Maybe, just maybe, who knows. Not one to judge, but going to get double gas on the way here, so we are going to see GuMiho double gassing it up. That means we are going to get into a pretty quick setup basically right now, where you're going to have access to the very fast techie units, such as, basically you go into the factory. You're going to have Hellion or Cyclone potentially early. You're going to be able to accompany that with Reapers. We'll see what he does. I mean, 3 Reaper 2 Hellions are very popular opening to apply pressure and to take some control. Like I say, that's definitely on the table here, so there's options right now in terms of how this might pan out. Pro just returns some minerals back to this Nexus. Cybercore still coming up. And again, Reaper and an Orbital Command building through as well as that Nexus and Cyber Core will be on the way. What's up, Ice Bear North? Thank you so much for the 11-month resub. Close to that 1-year sub. Hell yeah, appreciate it, mate. Thank you so much for 11 months. Thank you very much indeed. Appreciate you big time. Simulator drops down. Pylon, Cyber Core, Nexus all coming through. The Reaper in the factory coming up as well. And we will just see the few probes mining away in the main base. Not too much excitement yet. Probe, we just do a full scout across the map? We did. We just checked. We saw a wall off, and so GuMiho is being a little bit hiding of what's in his main, but not really too surprising or anything either. Pretty much expected as of right now. Do you think GuMiho pulls out mech? Yeah, honestly, not really. I mean, maybe he does. Maybe he feels like really like getting into the bio game is not really super possible for him, but I just don't know how mech... I mean, GuMiho is the guy to try mech even if it's not good necessarily in a matchup, but I just really don't know how good it is right now in TVP. He used it recently one time against somebody, right? I can't remember how that game went. I have recollections of maybe like last month or so he used some mech, but... I think Gumi needs to get some early damage done. I think he just needs to get off to a better start. I think he needs to start where he has a bit of control. Both games so far, like, okay, last game you could say he had some control, but his opponent was also just very free to do as they wished, right? And in the end, it wasn't really him that gets control on the map, because that's how TVP works. Whereas if you get some damage done early, maybe you really can control the game a bit more. Maybe that's where GuMiho will find a little bit more comfort in his builds, a little bit more comfort in terms of what he does. Just going to clean up those Reapers and that Hellion so far. The two Adepts and the Stalker gather on the front doorstep and drop down a pylon up in the main base. The gateway is still building through. Warp Gate coming up. And there is the Robo Bay coming down from Creator. So we're going to give ourselves that Robotics Bay and get that straight underway here. And yeah, 2 base Colossus is not something you see every day. Creator mixing up. I mean, Creator's always been one of these guys that doesn't always just stick to a single build. He's always been the guy to kind of mix it up, do things which are a little bit more unorthodox. And he does it in such a way which is just like... Yeah, he does it in such a way where it's like, it's not... How do I want to say this? It's not like... He doesn't play like necessarily quick or instead like he finds ways to macro but in different manners, you know? I always find his builds very fun for that. He's really a pretty well all-rounded player. I think that may be just a great explanation of Creator. He's just super well-rounded, and it's like, okay, cool. So what's the specialty? Like, does he have a specialty? Maybe his specialty is just being being well-rounded, which is not the greatest thing to specialize in, but at the same time, it's not a bad thing to have on your side either. So, always to look at that one. You have the barracks going to take a float over toward the front. Starport is going to lift up, give the barracks a little bit of room there, and settle down. Starport will land over to the main. Couple Marines, the Marauder coming about, the stim starting. Siege tank is about to finish, so we get that siege tank completed in a couple moments. Again, barracks coming through, the engineering bay halfway done, reactor still coming up. The Colossus is about to be done from Creator, so just going to get that completed. Couple probes are very much so on their way as the Nexus comes up as well, bringing that through, halfway done currently. Obviously, Creator's third is later than usual here because of the rush to the Robo Bay, but the main thing is the fact that it's obviously not a Twilight Council initially, so the Twilight Council only comes in now. That means the gateway units are not as techy as before, but you will have Colossus super quickly to help deal with a push like this. Now, that said, we still, you know, we might have Colossus super quickly, but they don't have Thermal Lance or anything. We haven't even started Thermal Lance still, so that's still a possible issue here that you don't have the Colossus range and they're going to be exposed. Especially if you're kind of dealing with the siege tanks, that can absolutely be a problem as well. So things to watch for as this game establishes. And Marine Marauder Medevac all coming up at the moment. Just going to be seeing the Stim Combat and +1 coming through too. Bringing all of that online. And yeah, Colossus Thermal Lance blink to finish shortly. And the Marine tank is going to make its way to the top right-hand corner. Just returning home. Decided not to push yet, but as Stim finishes, it's got to be kind of tempting to do something as GuMiho. You know, this is the part of the game where you're feeling like your units are finally good, they can finally do things, you know, they're finally free to succeed. So it's that sort of point in the game where you want to try and do something. Let's see if it will succeed if he does. 2 Colossus, couple sentries, force fields could be a big factor here. I'm still a little afraid of the Colossus not having range and how up close and personal they might have to get in the end. Raven just overhead, keeping an eye on things, as you're going to see. A couple of tanks coming through. They siege and unsiege. Just going to see the Raven coming by as well. Continue to settle down here at the moment. And yeah, combat shield and +1 continue to build up as well. You can see that Marine still nibbling through the pylon just for a couple seconds. Bio swings to the left-hand side. Raven obviously going to be a big factor. Because in this scenario, Raven just matrixing the Colossus would be huge if the entire defense is based on Colossus and Blink isn't even done. Going to drop into the main base. GuMiho going to find Creator out of position. He's going to drop the recall to get here more quickly. The problem is with dropping in is, I think you kind of saw it there already, which is just that the tanks don't get sieged. And if the tanks aren't getting sieged up, it feels a little bit rough. Feels like we're not really getting done as much as we want to get done. Yeah, it becomes a little bit difficult for sure as Concussive Shells continues up with Blink on the way through too. We are going to have a couple of force fields dropping down. Speaking of some kills, we're going to drop back in the main. Is able to jump on top of a few Stalkers here. The Colossus able to be brought back by the Prism. So that's not in danger just yet. Going to double auto turret, target the Prism, because obviously the Prism is going to provide the micro that really keeps everything alive. And that Prism is able to get so much done for you here, so... yeah, Prism out, able to do a little bit. You see Temple Archive, Stalkers, and the Immortal all still coming up. Charge and the +1 coming through as well. That Colossus is going to laser beam down another Marauder or so. It's just finding a little bit of extra damage. Again, a couple of Vikings on the way. Marine Marauder all coming up. Command Center building through. The armor upgrade finishing very shortly as this Archon is also still just on its way by as the Bioforce. And a couple of Siege Tanks gathering together. And in fact, just coming down to that bottom right-hand corner. Healing away for a moment. We take a few moments as well. Storm coming up, +1 attack on the way through. Ghost Academy Armory all will begin to build here. Yeah, Creator moving into the Storm is obviously a big factor as well. Something to kind of differentiate splash damage from just the Colossus, moving on through to something a little different instead. Storm coming up, charge on the way. The Warp Prism is coming by also. The Bio Army down the right side from GuMiho. On the very bottom of the map is going to be the couple of Widow Mines that get through there. Be able to blast through a Stalker, so we get some value out of that. I mean, killing a Stalker definitely ain't bad. So charges, Marine will take some shots, and you have the Immortal and the +2 attack upgrade coming around. Again, a couple Ghosts on the way, Marine Viking all building. Starport, the extra barracks all coming through as well, so can we get a lot of that up and running. A couple of Zealots will continue to make their way around, just looking to find openings to harass on. There's only a handful of them, but they're currently just fighting for map control as well, knocking down a Marine here and there. Just a couple things to kind of help us out along the way too. The Prism Seed and the +2 attack upgrade now building from Creator, so you get a good idea of just what is next, which is obviously Prism Speed is going to help you. We are moving into Disruptors, so we're doing everything, man, like Colossus, Disruptors, and Storm. There's zero chilling out here at all from Creator. Like, he wants to do everything possible, apparently, and that's exactly what we head into, as we do see the Zealots going to gather together. Just see a couple of those Colossus getting turned away. I mean, Zealots in the main base right now. Creator doesn't even really need to attack in at the front. The threat of being at the front is already good enough to just sort of keep this army of GuMiho kind of at the front, and then having to deal with the Warpins in the main base are going to become troublesome, because obviously your main army has to be at the front in case the Protoss actually decides to attack you, and that's the balancing act that we're playing right now as we figure out the state of this game for GuMiho. I mean, both players are maxed out, definitely heading into a longer kind of macro game here on White Rabbit. Especially nice to see after the first couple games did not really go GuMiho's way and getting set up. Definitely felt a little bit tough for him. Colossus will work through some rocks. Ice9, how's it going, man? 89 months resub. Crazy business. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you for 89 months of resubscribing. Appreciate you. So I can see a little scan coming down. The bio's going to step forward. EMP on the High Templar. So our front Templar is going to go down. Snipe is on it. And that Snipe will get the High Templar kill right there. The High Templar gets denied. The Stalker's back down the bottom. Again, the 2-2 coming about. Cloaking on the way. Ghost Marine. Viking producing. Fusion Core coming up. The rest of these units all still gathering about here. The Stork's going to get back to the center of the map for a couple of moments. And GuMiho is just building late into this game. Triple command center, quadruple command center, fusion core, missile turret all coming up as well. The bio will take a chance to open some rocks, open some different directions of attack that are available here, so we get a little bit of that opened up just for the moment as the Prism is about to finish. Stargate and a Fleet Beacon coming through, plus 3 attack, the Observer Speed coming around, Storm is coming up as well. It's a nice Storm, hits a little bit of the bio already, and we do see the Stalkers escaping down the right-hand side, so they just back away from there for a few moments. Again, the command center's coming up, missile turrets, the Ghosts continue to come into play. Bio continues to turn tail and run for a couple of moments. The medevacs nearby. The bio thinking about turning onto this. He's lost a couple of stalkers to the tanks. GuMiho's well set up defensively. And he's going to start building nukes as well. Creator is doing the right thing of building Tempest. Obviously, if your opponent's going to show a heavy siege, then build something that's going to break the siege, right? And that is going to be Tempest. Able to fire from afar. It doesn't cost you much. Just makes a whole lot of sense. And that's exactly where that goes right now. That Dark Shrine, the gateways all continuing up. You get the Ghosts able to pick off the Hallucination flying overhead as well. It's going to be one more pretty reasonable pick off just for the moment already. Obviously trying to deny some information from Creator where we can. He's got a bunch of observers. He's got that Oracle for the Revelations too. And right now just zoning from afar with Disruptors. I like where Gummy's at because obviously he's clearly wanting to play into a longer game. He's now setting up a second Ghost Academy, so nukes are absolutely on the table here. They are going to be firing on all cylinders shortly because he's setting up to be able to nuke more than just once at a time. If he's firing one nuke, he'll be getting the other ready. Like I say, he may even be able to stack a couple to use all at once. As the bio comes in, knocks down a cheeky little something as the words just gone from my brain. Apologies, but a couple of Disruptors there. Going after those Ghosts, and then the Tempest able to knock down a tank. And this is the issue with Tempest out. GuMiho has to respect those, and he can't play quite as passively as he was able to before. Templar, going to find a couple of feedbacks, always nice. I mean, anytime you're going to basically remove the potential to do anything with the Ghost, and then the High Templar actually lived as well. We launched the first nuke, like I say, the second one's already building up, so I like it. And Creator, are we going to find this in time? Apparently, just. He's going to lose a handful of probes because they were a slight moment or two late to really be pulled. But he finds it last second. First nuke is a reasonable success. See more nukes on the way, and try and use those to create some positional advantages perhaps, and just chip away some of the bases around the map. We're going to see GuMiho launching himself in on the left hand side to try and join this battle. So he tries to come straight in here, and he's going to get a pretty good cleanup. Forces a recall. The last couple of units from Creator have to just go scarpering and getting themselves out of trouble immediately, but yeah, definitely not what you want to have as Creator right there, where it felt like this is a game which is, you know, pretty well controlled, pretty much kind of going the way you want it to. And then an army just runs in at you. You have no chance other than to just get out of there ASAP. We see some guards from the bottom right side. A couple of Vikings are going to shoot through. The Tempest are going to take some damage. Storm's defense, I think his Nexus goes down no matter what, but I don't think we lose too much else. I love the feedbacks. Hit medevacs in the sky and they're just dying because they had so much energy on them. It's kind of crazy because usually we're seeing so many TVPs lately where the energy is a big issue for the medevacs because the fights are happening all game long, and as the fights are happening all game long, it's so difficult to continuously have the medevacs healing, and then they're just always out of energy. But in this case, they're pretty stacked up because it's been a little bit more passive. Well, the fights we've had haven't involved a lot of the bio units taking damage, and now the issue is there's not a lot of medevacs to heal anyway, so that's definitely going to be a problem in itself as well. More Tempest shots. The Stalker's still looking to sit underneath and try and do just a little bit more. A couple of Liberators sieging themselves up, trying to make a stand for themselves right here as well. Marine, Marauder, Liberator, and 2 more starports. I mean, I like the investment into the air tech. I think it's absolutely the right decision from GuMiho. I think that absolutely pushes him in the right direction of this game. I see the Tempest able to get rid of a missile turret out the front there. The Ghost, what you want to do with him, he's going to back it up a couple seconds. Those disruptor shots are very scary. They were getting super close to landing on a chunk of the Ghost, but nothing too major happening at the end of it. I really felt like that was going to be a very scary moment as we push forward here. The Immortal goes down. The Stalkers get rid of this Liberator. Marine Marauder still coming up. Another disruptor shot trying to come through just for now. Tempest goes down as well. A couple of Vikings are going to be there. Yeah, Marine Marauder medevac coming up. +3 ship weapons coming through. High Templar opening on the Prism. And again, a couple of Tempests continue to come about as well. Just for the moment. Still setting up a Ghost. Getting a little snipe off for a few moments as well. It's just getting some damage dealt on that. Nice that we get a longer game between these guys, because after the first couple of games, definitely felt like this was going to be a very quick-handed duel, but we are seeing GuMiho able to fight into the later stages on this one. And it is difficult for Creator to kind of win later on. He definitely had some struggles in some of the matches we casted recently of him. I'm thinking of Mario in the Ryung Cup, where he had a lot of games which were just not quite going the way he wanted them all to go, you know? As the Stalk to push through, Bayon's going to pull back. Tempest still up in the skies. Storm coming down, hitting a few of those Marauders. The DT's trying to press forward also. Shots via Marine Marauder taking hits. The Ghosts having to go running back. However, there's the army of GuMiho on the other side. I'm going to enter a base trade now. Creator was pretty rich a few moments ago. GuMiho actually has a lot of money right now as well. However, a lot of GuMiho's money could be stopped from building if Creator just jumps into the main base or kills these units as they spawn. You've got to be very careful with what you pick and choose to do here as GuMiho. Creator's obviously able to warp into his army, so he's getting a lot of value from the money he already has, and until his gateways get completely depowered, this is not going to be much of an issue. Whereas, like I say, units that spawn right now from GuMiho are kind of going to be gifts. It's kind of supply, it's kind of money you probably wish you hadn't built instead, because what is a Marauder or 2 popping out here doing? I mean, maybe you kill a couple of Zealots at best. GuMiho's just going to say GG. He doesn't think he can fight back against this. He actually just taps straight on out, because he's just losing so much. Creator's army got bigger with the warp-ins, because GuMiho did not exactly kind of dive in and look to immediately deny the... He didn't, like, immediately deny the... He didn't deny, like, the pylons and the gateways, so he saw the warp-ins in the main base happening too, and I think he just knew it was going to be a bit too much. GG's. Strong by Creator? What's it, Roddy? Yeah, no, very strong by Creator. Pretty darn convincing. Pretty darn convincing, actually. Which is, yeah. I'm trying to think if I'm surprised. I really don't think I am surprised, I guess. I think recently GuMiho has been a little bit stronger, so... sorry, recently the Creator's been a little bit stronger and GuMiho has been slacking off a little bit, unfortunately. As we should be heading on over to NA, getting ready for our next matchup, which is going to be Ryung versus Elazer. A little bit out of schedule here. Ryung was casting, so he should be here, but we'll see if Elazer is here. Try and get these videos on the go. Get this sorted out and get ready to kick off, guys. And hello everyone. Good to see you. Yeah, looks like we don't have Elazer here just yet, but we'll give it a few minutes. Oh, maybe he's in the other channel, actually. I'm not in the correct channel. How dare I? Yep, he is in the solar channel, so I was wrong. I was not in the correct channel. Elazer was in the correct channel. Crazy casters. Always thinking they're in the right place at the right time. Sometimes we're just not. Yeah, it'll be Ryung Elazer. Get this going in a couple moments. It's ready to party. Do. I was gonna say, my NA server's so weird. It doesn't update the lobbies unless I literally click on the screen. This happens all the time where I'm like, I feel like someone's not there, and I'm like messaging them in Discord, and they're like, I'm here. I'm like, oh? And then I click on the screen like, oh, you are indeed there. StarCraft, huh? Nothing about it's easy. Nothing about it's easy. This is going to be played West Central, West Central, West. Get going from there. What does Ellie think of the new Storm? Has it impacted her MMR? Ellie's not a fan of Storm, because stormy weather usually means that she doesn't get to go out. Kind of like today, to be honest. It was miserable outside earlier. It was just like, it was rain, it was wind. We put a coat on her yesterday, and she literally looked at us like, why are you doing this to me? Like, I can't believe you're adorning me with this with this item. And then it wasn't even that bad yesterday. It was just like a little bit damp. So today she's not been out. However, good news if you're an Ellie fan is that she did get to play in her ball pit today. That's like our secret backup plan. If like she can't go out for some reason, get the ball pit out and she just plays in the ball pit. She thinks it's great. So lots of stimulation for her to get excited about and to entertain herself for a bit. So yeah, it sounds bad, but it gets better. Sounds bad, but it gets better. How big is the ball pit? Like that maybe. It's gonna see my other hand, but like, you know, it's like a meter wide or something, like a meter, maybe a meter and a bit. And it's big enough for her. Like, she's a golden retriever. She can stand in it. She can lie down in it. It's like this tall as well, like a foot long. It is for kids. It's meant to be for babies, but like she just jumps in it and it's like this high. So it's like a foot high, 30 centimeters high, ish, and then yeah, like entire length of it's probably like just over a meter or something like that. It's big enough for her to get in. She doesn't like run around in it. She just gets in it and she can like swivel around in it, play ball. Yeah, she enjoys it. She actually just tries to eat the balls for the most part. Like she chews them and then she finds a different one to chew and then she finds another one to chew. That's her favorite part of it, I think. But she likes it. She likes us throwing a ball and then she's like, I'm gonna bite that one. And you throw another one, she's like, I'm gonna bite that one. And you throw them all up onto her and she's like, oh my god. Yeah, she has a good time. She has a good time. Waiting for videos, guys, and we'll get going to Ryung, Elazer. Ooh, excuse me. Really horny. We went to bed late last night. LED nice spin moves, yeah. 4 videos have been made, guys, so I would presume we get some map picks here in a second. And I'll get this TVZ ready to go. Best map gonna be White Rabbit. Elazer Ryung next? Yep. Yeah, what's up? Alright, get these videos done. Get this ready to go. Move everyone around. Solo's going to join us for this one as well, guys, so we can get Solo in here. Missed your boy Corrida. Yeah, he did not do you any favors if you were late today. None at all. There's a join in the lobby. Alright, let me call Solo, guys. Just trying to get the map sorted, guys. One sec, sorry. Alright, let me make a sort. Hello.
Hello, Wardy. Hello.
Hello, hello. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
You're here for your show matches, making an appearance.
Yeah. Yeah, but I won't cancel a lot of matches, but right now I have a bit cold.
Uh-huh.
I have a cold, so I can't cancel also. I just choose one series. If I choose one, I think it's this one.
Yeah, you think this is the most exciting?
Yeah. I thought like first series was also pretty even, but it wasn't. But I think this series is gonna be even, very even, I feel.
Very even. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
when you messaged me, I thought Creator GuMiho was quite even too. But yeah, apparently not so much. Creator
Yeah.
a little bit too killer mode.
Yeah, and GuMiho didn't play a lot recently, but this match like they have like 9-9 in games on Aligulak.
Oh really?
So yeah, I'm very excited about it. Yeah.
All right.
So it's actually even, yeah.
Actually even. If someone 3-0s here, we blame them for ruining the day.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, and the bottom left is going to be Ryung, from Vitality, of course, and in the top right we've got Elazer, a red Zerg, as well. What do you think Ryung's going to play a lot of? Do you think he's going to 8 racks a bunch? Or?
Yeah, recently like Ryung play a lot in the Korean website for streaming.
Mm-hmm.
And he practiced against Elazer, and he prepared a build, many builds. According to that, like he's trying to get the Overlord because Elazer always send the Overlord directly to the terrorist main base. So he will snipe the Overlord with the Marines, and he will play something crazy, I think.
Snipe the Overlord, do something crazy behind it. Just
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, we are going to see CC on the high ground as well. So he really wants Elazer to dive in with the Overlord, huh? And he's no gas as well.
Yeah, no gas. I think he's gonna play the 3TC after that.
Okay.
I also want to make a show match which is like not include the good players like that we always see like Clam,
Yeah,
Max Pax or Classic, kind of them. So like watching them play, or of course they are exciting players but like watching them every day is pretty boring, I feel.
yeah, I know.
They are always playing each other, yeah.
I loved it when you messaged me. You were like, "I'm sick of these players like Hero and Clem." But I get it, man. We watch them all the time. So it's nice, especially to see like a best of 5 because like maybe we see like Ryung and Elazer like early rounds of a cup or something, right? But like it's always best of 3. So actually getting to see them play like a full best of 5 is really nice. Something we don't see a lot of.
Yeah, Ryung, I think they never played best of 5 actually.
Really?
But yeah, I think so. I'm searching right now. But Elazer and Ryung.
It's so rare that you find people that.
Oh, they played once.
Katowice.
Yeah, they played twice. Yeah, twice in Katowice and the home circuit before like 2022.
It's actually funny. Elazer won both best of 5s they played, obviously multiple years ago.
Yeah.
Ryung won the last 2 times they met. This is actually such a cool match because like they barely ever play.
Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, Elazer going his standard builds, 2H Roach with 3 kins, with very best layer. I think he's going to the OB speed, right? Right after this, I guess. Yeah, he's going OB speed.
So it sets you up to be quite aggressive, right?
Yeah, it's quite aggressive. Like also he can get a free scout with the speed overseers. Yeah, he's making right now. Well, I feel like it's very good situation right now for Terran right now because he's started with the he kill overlords in the opening, and he makes 3CC directly, so he's very great right now. And even Zerg doesn't have the third edge right now, so I think it's pretty good for Terran already. He played pretty good like blind counter build against Elazer.
Do you think, obviously if Elazer attacks or anything, do you think just the Marine production's enough? I guess with the Tech Labs you can get Marauders too, right?
Yeah, I think he's going to just make Marauders because he already have the 2 Tech Lab right now. And he now doesn't make Marauders because he don't have gases, but like if he upgrade the commercial and steam pack, I think he will just directly go to the get Marauder. Oh my god, look at this, the Marine position. He knows he's coming.
Yeah, he's watching.
He knows it.
That's so fast.
Hello.
Surely it turns. No,
oh my god.
Elazer.
Can you get it? Can you get it?
No, so fast.
Oh yeah, speed oversteer.
Overlord speed's so good.
Yeah, so good. Why not play like this?
Yeah, Elazer, he was talking to me a while back and he said he likes doing this because obviously like mutas are back, so like 2-base muta is a threat, right? So
yeah,
it's not always like a plain read into roaches, but I really feel like Ryung's setup kind of keeps you very safe against anything that really happens from this.
Yeah, it is. Also like Elazer he sees everything what is happening, like he has 3CC and 3 Rex, so he feel like he can't going attack, so he's making the investment feed right now. Can he get the investor bro? He only have like 4 guesses. Can he get it? I'm not sure he can get it. Like maybe only one, a single one.
Yeah, maybe like 1 or 2, and he just needs a good fungal so he can hold the first push of the Terran, which is kind of looking scary at this point. There's a lot of bio. Of course, no starport yet, so we're a while away from being able to have medevacs to help us out, so that might help us. He gets 2 infestors. I mean, the more infestors you build, the less... You're not going to have ravages, right? Because you're putting the gas in infestors, so then it's just roaches, which is kind of sad.
He also sees his invasion feed with the scan, so I think he's gonna make 1 push when he get the medevac. Yeah, like because there's no army.
Yeah, it makes sense. As long as you dodge that fungal, there should be kind of plenty to play with.
Yeah, if Ryung can micro very well. Oh, he makes 2nd bunker as well. What is he afraid of? He sees the investment feed. What is he afraid of? Not sure.
Yeah, I agree. 2nd bunker in case of just the roaches, sure, but with the infestation pit, there should be no chance of like a big shove.
Yeah.
He's gonna realize it too. He scans here. He's gonna cancel out.
Yeah, I think. Okay, he's sending a medevac to the maybe Zerg's main base, and like I think he's just want to play very defensive right now because he went very greedy openings. Also, he didn't. Also. Elazer didn't go very greedy play as well, so he think if he just make good defense against this, I think he feel like he's ahead. I feel he think about it. I think
Little Marine's going to take a chance to step forward there as well, and they are going to get some damage done, so that's going to work out quite nicely as well. They actually do succeed, and that's going to be a pretty nice little grab for a few units, or for the Overlord. So a few Marines get some damage. Obviously Ryung just sitting back, he just likes his position.
I love Elazer's link switch in here because there's a lot of Marauder and tank already, so it seems like really good choice. I think he's going to skip the Banes and he will just directly switch to Ultras, I think.
You think it's we see a lot of like no Baneling stuff now, like Ling Infestors being a thing as well. Do you think this sort of style is good, like skipping Banes?
Against some players, I think yes, because Baneling's pretty useless against very good micro players like Clem. Well, I'm not sure, but I think Banelings are good against Ryung, but
yeah, against Ryung it's okay. I just BRB one sec, my dog walks. I'll let you talk.
Yeah, like only sometimes it's not good, like against very very good players. Okay, so he's going to upgrading. Oh, Ryung actually make 8 Rex after the. Oh, he already have 2 second factory as well, so. He's going to. I think he's just going to the camp with the tank late game, I think. And Elazer making more draws. This is pretty nice. I also don't like Bailings against Clem as well because he always snipes my Bailing without losing any army of him. So I really hate to make Bailings against Clem. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
It's okay. So Ryung is going very camping game right now, I think, because he make 4th very earlier. So this map is like in pretty fine for camping as Terran. And he already make a big supply depot wall in his left side. And
Yeah, it's very
it's pretty
defensive.
good.
Yeah, it's nice because especially the forward base, right? So you can kind of hold the middle. Do you think if you kind of play, obviously, the Terran has to play, if you play slow, how good is it for the Zerg though? Because you can obviously get the top left and the bottom right bases quite nicely, no?
Yeah, right. Yeah. And like this map also has many good tank positions like Ryung right now. Like if you put the tanks in here and you can shoot the Zerg army from this side. So yeah. It's pretty good position for tanks, so he's making a lot of tank instead of Widow Mines. Like right now, many Terrans just playing Widow Mine style instead of tank, so we didn't see it very long time. Yeah.
Do you think Ryung's in any danger because he doesn't have like ghosts or anything set up? Because like he's building a Liberator, but otherwise the ultras are coming on the map now.
I think like if Zerg has early impulsor like this, like Ghost is kinda bad unit because there if you get the one funger and you're just dead like. So I think it and recently Maru play like this, so Ryung like try to copy this in his streamings. Yeah, so he practiced a lot of this style. Also he play like this in Home Circle against Sarah.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's good style, but yeah, we'll see.
We will see. As Ken explains about a finish, so Elazer, I mean this is the point where Elazer generally, you're getting bases up, your economy looks good. Is this the point where you want to start attacking the Terran and trying to break down bases, or is there something else you want to do as the Zerg?
Yeah, he also sent the Jugglings to the right bottom, and he's attacking the main also. Yeah, he's going to the big counter attack with the Zergling and Roaches. Oh, he's getting him. Oh, this is very bad for Young right now.
Yeah, that's going to be rough because I mean there's actually just no wall there as well, so he just runs in. It's going to be a lot of SCVs dying, be reinforcements as well, and obviously that's just economy lost. Feelings might even get out of there. And obviously behind this, the Infestors though, they get caught. We lose 2 Infestors in the middle of the map.
This is nice. Also, Ryung get the spawning pearl with the one medibug in the main. So later unfortunately make 16 drones. Not in purpose.
Yeah, no link production for a little bit. Nice catch from Ryung there. This drop's definitely seen some success. As the changelings drop down, we're going to see a Liberator sieging. We are going to be seeing tanks still pressing forward from Ryung. So he's going to try and take a bit more of a forward stance against this. And again, just let a laser attack into him. And he's going to try and establish the 5th base on the 6 o'clock position now as well.
Yeah. Also, like, I think Ryung need to start something different, like range upgrade Liberator or Ghost, but he didn't production anything yet. He just keep pushing with the many Marauders and tanks. But this army looks like very scary for Zerg.
Yeah, the Marauder count is super scary.
Yeah, it's very insane Marauder counter. 22.
There's not that many lings on the map either. We're gonna get to 50 lings now, but we kind of really need them to do something. There's a lot of the lings on the bottom side counterattacking, but they get caught as well.
Oh, this is nice army split by Ryung, because in the middle of the army, like Zerg can't kill it very easily. Like you need to very many biles with the kill the tanks and the Liberators.
Yeah, super reliant on biles, and then you can just push with this. If the biles aren't landing, or if it takes you a long time to clean it up, then it's just damage that Ryung can deal, and he's doing that nicely. I mean, Elazer's had some good fungals, but he's losing some infested as well. A couple get targeted here, and now we're going to try.
Ryung lost all over me. Yeah, Ryung lost all over me in the right side. And he also losing the main fight as well, so yeah, this is pretty bad for Terran right now because Zerg is a very big bank right now.
Yeah, it was looking really good for him, but then stopped to lose in the center. That right side going down obviously is a big loss too, and like you say, massive bank for Elazer. It's going to go 9 more Ultras, which maybe have a good chance to break through if there's not as much defense in position, and Elazer saves the top left hatchery.
Yeah, Elazer luckily saved the hatchery, and he also finishes his Spire as well. Right? Yeah, he finished Spiders, so he can make quarter right now to kill the Medivacs or so. Oh, but Ryung should be careful right now. He has a lot of rings coming from the for the murders. Yeah.
It's a little bit of a messy fight. Like a few units showing up. Looks as though Ryung is going to be okay. He's going to get rid of another Ultra Transfusion. Saves it for the moment. He will get it in the end.
So many Ultras.
Yeah, now this is scary.
Ryung also sent one Medivac to the killer in the left hatch. And he's still making like a lot of tanks and murders. This is pretty sick. Like I never seen kind of this stuff. Like usually Terran go used to a 3-star port. after this, but Ryung just making tank and marauders. Just keep production and fight like innovation before.
Yeah,
When he's still regularly, yeah.
never-ending pushes.
Yeah, never ending pushes.
We're gonna see these ultras. I mean, they just step forward off creep, but I feel like that's a mistake because now there's so many marauders still. You can just clean these up super easy.
This is delicious ultras for Terran, yeah. He killed 3 ultras for free.
Yeah, we definitely take those. Elazer, yeah, I mean, Elazer did lose his extra hatcheries, right? So he's only a 4 base Zerg right now, like 40 minutes in game,
Oh,
so
yeah.
economy's an issue. But yeah, I think that combined with like losing a few units for free, like it's not the time to lose units for free when you need to rebuild your eco, because now Ryung is pushing, you're not really strong enough to kind of stop this. Nice fungal.
Yeah, he also got the big supply block as well, so he can't make any Zerglis or ultras production. Oh, he's attacking right now because he thought he can make it, but oh, there's 3 pieces for the nothing. Investors. Oh my god, he lost everything. Yeah, and GG.
Yeah, GG. Ryung.
Nice games.
Yeah, man. Ryung is getting it done, man. I really felt like there was a point where Ryung was looking good, and then he lost a lot.
Pretty decent.
And then Elazer I felt like Elazer was coming back, but Ryung really did a good job of like keeping pressure on the bases, especially. And then eventually Elazer just had no real economy behind the setup.
Yeah, I think he should when he have a big bank, he should make more hedge in the right side as well. Also, he need good creeps too, and he can keep trade, or maybe he can try some Nidus, can harass Terrans. Like Terran just focusing on the main fight is very terrible for Zerg. They always can get a better trade, so you need to harass or something. I think for Elazer.
Yeah, I think like you say, I think Elazer's economy was never good like the entire game. Like it felt like it took him a long time to get set up, and so he never really had like he was never rich to just throw bases around the map and stuff, you know. And like you say, that bottom right would have been somewhere nice to go to, or Midas's, or just anything really.
Yep. Ryung is opening the briefing right now, so we need a bit time for waiting him.
All good, no worries.
He want a better ping on the
how much
central.
How much ping do you play with nowadays to NA?
Like depends on day. Like usually 180 or 90 on the central and 140 or 30 in the west. So
that's not so bad.
Yeah, it's fine. Like we also have similar pings on EU, so I'm very get used to right now playing with pings because we always practicing on EU server.
Yeah, this is the craziest thing to me. Logging into Europe and seeing all the Koreans practicing and laddering and stuff. It's
Yeah, but it's actually good because I always can get very high quality games.
Oh yeah.
Than Korea. Yeah, we don't look. Yeah, in Korea sometimes you get a lot of 5K players, but on EU ladder it isn't. So it's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's nice that you guys can play there now. I think it's helped the whole server out because I think everyone's benefiting from it. So
yeah, it is. It is.
Thing sucks, but it's better than it used to be at least. All right, Tourmaline. What do you think of Tourmaline as a map?
Very good Terran map.
Yeah.
Maybe the best map. I think maybe the best.
How come? Just forward base pushing?
Yeah, I think. Why I don't know why Elazer beat us. He beat us Mothership, but yeah, I don't like his beat, but he's Elazer. He's the Miko, the big power. So he probably have something prepared.
Yeah, something a little different. Yeah, I think I'm with you. I like this map for Ryung, but then never doubt Miko. I feel like Miko always has a plan.
Ryung is doing the build like he told me on streaming like 1 hour ago. He get the build recommendation by Shin. Shin recommend the like special before used to play this a lot like Reaper with the 2 helium very early. Like he make Reaper and just direct make factory in the natural and just make without any tech ram or reactors. Yeah, I'm not sure it's gonna be work, but we'll see. Yeah.
All right, that's definitely very very unique for TVZ, but
yeah.
See how it works. Do you think it's specifically good against like what Elazer likes to open with, or?
Yeah, like because he only makes 3 queens after 15 edge. But if you have 15 catch without Zergling speed, and you can't deal with Helium Leaper, so your queen is just gonna melt it. Like you need very early launch or like link speed.
Alright, Alright, so a little bit of an Elazer counter coming up here from Ryung. Do you think Elazer changes anything if, as he gets to the front, he sees the forward position? Do you think he changes anything here?
I think he's not gonna change anything because he's Laser. He always just play the same one.
Too stubborn.
Yeah, too stubborn.
Alright, well, first Reaper comes across the map, second Reaper's already building as well, so, seeing exactly what you mentioned, he goes into the lair, and even the first Reaper is going to put some damage in, force an extractor, and then pull back a little bit with the Reaper. Number 2, about to pop, and like you say, third Reaper on the way as well.
Yeah. Also, like, Laser going to exactly same, like, as a previous game. He's just going to lair, and he's gonna make roach runs, but even he sees the factory in the natural, he keep doing this. This is really sick, though.
Yeah, he doesn't care at all.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'm going right way.
He refuses to change, so let's see if he gets punished for it, because as the third Reaper and the second Hellion shows up, this is obviously when you have the real power to get in and maybe dive through for some drones. So we'll see what we can do. Even the Queen taking damage here. We're choosing to fight the Queen a bit.
Yeah. I think the real timing is when he get the 3 Reaper and 2 Hellions here. But Laser's like Queen position is really nice, I think.
He can try and wall off. We could block the wall off. I'm gonna get through. But does he want to?
Oh, he's very nice micro by Laser. He didn't lose any queens here.
Yeah, this was very solid. This was just very clean. Easy hold.
Yeah.
But the Reapers can still jump into the main and run around a bit, because this is only Queen still defensively.
This is the move. Yeah.
Starts to get a couple of drones. Finds 2 already.
Get 2
He's going
drones.
to lose 1 Reaper.
It's good.
He did rebuild. He did build a 4th Reaper though, so he still has 3 Reapers with the 4 Hellions. That's a full wall off though from the Elazer. He's not. Not giving this up.
Okay, but I think you don't need the extra chamber here, no? Isn't it? It's only block, isn't it? What do you feel about it?
Maybe it's very narrow on the bottom, but yeah, I think it looks good. He's scared.
Yeah, looks good. Ryung is also make Banshee here, and 3cc and tank. But I think it's still fine for Terran because Elazer make so many like useless Evo right now. Like he can't get any upgrade right now, so I think it's fine for Terran.
Yeah, and the Hellions get in. Now Roaches are going to spawn, but we have a chance to get a few drones at least. As the Hellions go to the high ground.
Yeah,
it gets up to 6.
6 drone. 7? Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine for Terran. And he also Banshee can kill extra drones here.
So when they're low, they get one shot sometimes. The Banshee can follow up easily. So.
Yeah, Elazer eco is pretty bad right now.
What do you think of the Raven?
Oh, Raven. Yeah, Raven kind of good unit if you get if like Roach get the -2 armor with the missiles, then it's very bad unit. Roach is actually like melted against Marines. So I think he want to do kind of this thing, like just -2 armor with Roaches and melt everything with just aim with Marines.
Pretty sick. He cancels the 3rd hatchery. He's building a 2nd Raven. And
oh my god, 2nd Raven.
He really wants the anti-armor missiles, man.
So yeah, it's not for anti-missile, it's for the harass then.
But you could
auto turret.
Harass a little bit and then pull back and still have anti-armor missile too, right? So,
yeah, it is.
Yeah, very nice as we are dropping in, and a couple drones go down.
Yeah, it's also Elazer doesn't go for the link speed and the spire, so Raven is. You can get the infinite harass with the Raven in this spot, yeah.
Never dies.
Yeah, it never dies.
Alright, 2 more barracks coming up, 1 upgrades building off the engineering base as Ryung starts to look a lot more normal back at home. Obviously one thing is delayed out medifacts, but if he starts a reactor now, he could still have medifacts for like stim and combat shield finishing, so it's not too bad, and you gotta imagine this is gonna be a pretty sizable push from Ryung, because he does have 3cc, but he's definitely going to have a lot of power when his upgrades finish. And Elazer is going to switch to melee upgrade again.
Elazer also doing the same, like switching to links, I think. Well, and Ryung sees the hype. I think if Ryung, like, just when he get the steam and combat shield, if he attacks, I think he's gonna have very good timing because Elazer started very poorly, so but I'm not sure Ryung today maybe just want to chilling with the camping.
The camping time today.
Yeah.
Sit back.
So yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure.
Five
He make 5
infestors.
investor. That's a lot actually. Yeah.
It's a lot when you have only 5 other units on the map. It's like 4 Roach, 1 Ravager, 5 Infestor. Obviously now Zergling's build as well, so he's going to go big on the Lings and big reliance on the fungal growth to try and slow Ryung down and punish some units. He does kill the Banshee, which is just nice to get rid of as well.
And he also have the 2 ravens in the each corner, which is very annoying for Zerg. And he make more of the turrets here.
Yeah.
His turrets kills 2 more drones, 2 more drones.
Just keeps happening. You have to throw units in to deal with it as well, so just keeps units back.
Yeah.
And Elazer is about to finish Hive. Do you think he just goes straight Ultra Cavern again, or?
Yeah, same as before. Also, but his force base is pretty slow this game, even slower than Terran's force CC. Also, this map is very good for camping as a Terran because you can take the force base in the front and you can just make a long tank war here and just keep trading with the army.
Yeah. It's,
So that's why Zerg players hate this map.
Makes a lot of sense. Well, we do see Adrenal Glands is coming up. The 2-2 Burrow as well, so just getting some utility added into the army. And a couple of the medevacs from Ryung gonna load up and try and drop around for a few moments as well.
There's 5-4 energy infestor. Ryung should be careful.
It's very
Also, like there's one overseer in Ryung's nature for like 10 minutes, for like 5 minutes,
just
which is
there.
undying. Oh, that's nice
Yeah.
files, yeah.
Fungal growth combines to corrosive bile down. 1 full medevac, so Ryung losing some units, but I mean, you look at Ryung's numbers, he's got more workers than Elazer as well, so it feels very difficult for Elazer right now because the economy is not good. The infestors just walk into the Terran base and 3 die.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's good trade for Terran here.
Yeah, very, very nice. The Elazer just a little messy, I think, today in general, and he's gonna have to fight Marines in a corner. Also, not gonna go well in the top left. So everything going Ryung's way. Ryung has a big supply lead right now.
Yeah.
We'll see if he pushes it or if he just wants to sit back and camp a bit more.
He's still stuck in the 63 drones, so he must need a very good trade. But he keep getting more worse trade than Terran, which is pretty bad for Zerg.
Yeah, this feels very rough for Elazer. I do not like where he sits at all right now. This game feels kind of miserable.
And Ryung also get huge supply block here. He make 4 depots in the same time, which we can't see in Clem's game that usually.
Yeah, not quite the Clem macro. Oh no. Those infestors were so low, I thought they were going to die, but we burrow them and save them. However, a few more buy units show up.
Nice burrow buy-in.
I mean, there's not much infestor energy, and without infestor energy, this feels very dangerous for Elazer, because the infestors, I feel like, are what make the rest of this okay/good, so okay-ish fight for Elazer, but needs to be very careful, because next few moments without energy is very scary.
Yeah, I think Elazer should add more the workers. He only have 60 workers still, which is, if you get one bad fight, you're just gonna die here.
Yeah, there's no rebuild potential right now, which makes this very tough. As a couple Lings go down, we're going to run through here. I mean, Elazer's going to run forward. He has quite a few Lings with just Ling Ravager, no splash.
Yeah, Juggling has a better upgrade right now than Terran, so it's with the Adrenaline, so it's going to be very strong.
Oh, I didn't realize Elazer had 2-2 to 1-1. Yeah, the upgrades are very good. Makes these Lings a whole lot better. And they actually do end up going quite a way across. The Ultras following that as well. Eventually has to turn around and pull back. Why was Ryung's upgrades so late? Do you think did he just forget about them? I didn't think his engineering was late.
he didn't make the armory direct away, so he delayed a bit.
Yeah, very late 2-2. He will still push over. Raven actually even used to clean creep out without scans, so
very nice in Raven.
Yeah, very good.
Very nice.
Have.
Yeah.
The Zerglings are looking to counterattack as well, but
hard
to get in.
This map is very bad for like run buys like this. Also, that's why Terran players' favorite map is this map. Like you also can't get run by, and you're good at with camping like this. Oh, Elazer is attacking here. This is not good for Zerg.
No, there's
just
no support for it. I mean, Corrosive Vials upgrades finished, by the way.
CCs as well. Yeah, he loses a whole armies here. Oh my god, Elazer.
Desperation move.
Yeah, desperation. I think he feels he is already dead because early game was pretty sucks for the Zerg, and he only have like 60 workers, so he was pretty all in.
Yeah, I think I think his work account especially made him feel very bad about where the game was. So, yeah. GG. Ryung.
GG.
Ryung has the builds. Very good.
Yeah, he is built.
Do you think Ryung's a very smart player still? Or...
Yeah, I think before play this, he prepared build like this, which he never played. Like he always played like standard in the usually, and only to play with Elazer he plays something like this. So seems like really good here. Yeah, very nice preparation.
Nice preparation. Yeah, it's cool because we don't always get to see the preparation from these guys either. Right nowadays, it's a lot less, a lot more kind of just show up and play a lot of games, and a lot less like you say, preparation in this day and age.
Yeah.
Just get a laser, and we'll go into Taito Citadel. What about Taito Citadel? A bit more of a Zerg map?
Oh,
or?
I'm surprised that Terran doesn't beat to this map because I feel like this map is very good for Zerg. Because it's very easy to defend in the Terran's early game harass and very far.
Yeah, easy to defend. So you get gold base bottom left as well sometimes, which is nice.
Yeah, gold base is also good for the gold base also good for Zerg. Always, I think most like many kind of maps with have a gold base usually go for Zerg because Zerg usually take the gold base.
Yeah, very hard for Terran just to get that early enough, or just at all, really. It's just very difficult to get to that sort of point, so... Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Very, very tough. Elazer is down 0-2. What do you think he changes his build now, or do you think he does more of the same?
I think he will not. He's Elazer. He's the man.
He's the man. But what if he does something similar, but then different, like...
I think just going to exactly same.
Exactly the same.
Like before we talk about the lock Caesar pacers in the Discord, like Elazer just go lock every time, like rock, like with a very strong opinion, just lock. And when he wins, like he's telling us like rock never wrong, like this. It was very funny talk about it. Yeah.
Love it. All right, we believe in Elazer. Do you know if Ryung has any special build for this map, or you just think or normal?
I think this map, I think he's just going to play normal. But I think today his concept of playing is like just get the greedy opening into the 4 CC earlier, and just make 2 factory, 8 Rex, and making mass Marauder and tank, and keep trading because Zerg usually army is like. Laser skips bailing, and the army is usually filled with ultras and leveragers, and marauders are really sick against these 2 units, so he just want to make a mass marauder and tanks here.
Makes sense. Let's see.
Makes sense.
See if he can get something done with it as we. Yeah, wait to see Elazer do the same thing again, maybe.
Yeah, but I just feel a bit like I thought like all the matches are pretty even, but first game was very like oh my god. Maybe if this one goes 3-0 again, I think my balance and my thinking about even balance was absolutely wrong here.
It's okay. Next time you just take the winners against each other and the losers against each other.
Maybe. I think if I organizing tournament next time, I just want to do the no Protoss Cup.
The no Protoss
just
Cup?
Tournament without, just tournament. Like if you get any single game with Protoss in this year in official matches, you can't play even like so. It means Clam can't play as well. So just like no Clam, no Max, no Classic, no Hero. So it's gonna be hype tournament if I get it. I'm not sure. Maybe future. I'm not sure.
I like it. I like it a lot.
You like it?
Yeah, I think everyone likes it.
When is your last time casting ZVZ or TVT? You remember?
I cast ZVZ Shin Rex 2 days ago. But
It's
very rare. ZVZ.
Yes, rare. ZVZ and TVT.
Yeah. ZVZ, TVT. Like maybe I think when I did the 2025 championship, it was like 1 ZVZ, 1 TVT. In full
oh
bracket.
My god.
Maybe a bit more.
How many PvP?
Oh, a lot.
How many PvP then?
A lot. Hang on, I check. Let me see.
Oh, Ryung is making Hellions here. I think he's going to run by because Elazer always get the link speed here.
Okay. We'll see if he tries to do damage. Yeah. In my 2025 tournament, there was 33 PvP map, 13 TVT, 11 ZVZ. So not super bad, but 3 times
11
as much.
ZVZ.
Maps. So
That's
maybe
yeah, that's pretty many games than I expected.
yeah, well, it's like it was what, like 2 best of 5s and a best of 3.
Yeah.
Still
Oh,
not bad.
Elazer saying something here. We go Inspire.
Yes.
Exciting.
Yeah.
2H Mutus. But Terran
Oh,
sees
it's
it.
in the
Terran
back.
sees it.
It's in the back. Is he gonna
Oh.
run deeper? Yeah, he is. He
Yeah.
sees it. Oh, so painful. So Elazer finally changes it up, but only for Ryung to see it so early and kills 2 drones. So really good,
Yeah,
right? 2 Hellions, 2 drones,
two
but also
extra-
Scout.
Two extra Hellions here. More. Oh, he
Oh,
has
no.
more drones here. Oh no, this is pretty bad, Berserk.
Yeah, definitely starting to go pretty wrong pretty quickly as the Hellion will put a little bit more damage
drones.
out. 6 workers.
Oh, I think this is the fastest Muta I ever seen. Like, he make Muta is 420, 430 Muta production. I never seen.
Yeah,
Never
it's,
seen like that.
it's very, very fast. But I mean, like,
Yeah, very, very.
there's a Viking, there are Marines. I think we're gonna react to Vikings, no?
Yeah, this is Clem's reaction against 2H Muta. It's pretty good.
Yeah, very, very good. Because if you shut down the mutas and they don't do much damage, you're in a very bad position as a Zerg because you invest so much into mutas so early.
Yeah, even though Spire costs lower, it still request many resources per Zerg. So if you get a good defense, and you can start with a very ahead positions.
One Viking on the map, but the other 2 in production. The Marines going to be pumping soon because we have barracks on a reactor as well. So all of the anti-air missile turret as well. Ryung looking very good defensively against mutas. We'll see if Elazer can maybe find some way to deal some damage.
Oh, I love Ryung's missile turret positions here. Is it? Is it mining is worse after make turret? What do you feel, Wardy? Like his positions of turrets? Like, I feel like he's getting better minings here. Is it? It looks like faster mining.
Well, making it go around corner, maybe.
Yeah, man. Feels like.
Feels good.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, Laser going melee upgrade here instead of Carapace. It's interesting.
Very strange. It's
Yeah, interesting.
Carapace very good because Marines shoot fast and they shoot from far away, so armor usually very good, but yeah, gonna go melee
Yeah.
and I guess try to be kind of aggressive. But we lose a Mutalist, get 2 SCVs, lose 1 Muta. Vikings again very good defensively right now, and we even add mines as well. It feels like everything Ryung makes is just so good in this scenario.
Yeah. He also adding Widow Mines here, which is good against Retelling Bane. And Laser already get the full drones here, 66, and so he now can start making a army from now.
Yeah, so just pure army production, and then
Oh.
obviously see what he does.
Wait,
from there.
Ryung's 3CC is absolutely wrong, isn't it? Look at
Oh yeah,
3CC.
yeah, it's
Position. What is this, Ryung? Come on. You must know this. Come on. You can't roam with it.
You've never made a hatchery out of position.
Sometimes, but like you're gonna know, and
Yeah.
you can lift it again.
Yeah.
How he doesn't know? Still not figuring out how.
Yeah,
What's
Terran brain.
that? Terran brain? No, Terrans are usually smarter.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a mistake there by Ryung. Gonna slow down his economy a bit. Now Elazer goes Carapace, he's gonna get Overlord speed. Still building a lot of meters, and even though he has a 4th base, still not droning. You surprised to see him stay like 3 base economy?
Yeah. Oh, this eco for Terran looks really bad. Because he get the far away.
Farm mining.
Oh, yeah, and Ryung is also getting 2 factory, and he is upgrading Widow Mines.
Yeah, that feels.
And I think.
I was gonna say I like the drilling claws. I think it makes sense. You know, everything you play against now, mines are good against. So get drilling claw and make mine even better. And then just lots of marines on the way up, and we'll see how Elazer goes. Elazer does not have a lot of banelings right now, but he does have some gas, so he can maybe do something there. As Ryung is on the map, which is scary versus the Mutas as well.
Yeah. Elazer still stay on 60 strong, 6 drones. I think he's going to make a lot of army because usually you get drones to 80 when you play with a Lingmate, but he doesn't make the drones, and he's I think he's going for the big push with the Lingmate here. He's coming, yeah.
Yeah. He's sending it with a mines.
Split.
Widow mines were okay, but so many banelings, and the Widow mines all go off on Lings initially. However, now banelings.
This micro for Ryung is fine, yeah. He's
good.
Oh, he's lifted the 3CC.
No.
Oh, he finally moved on the right position.
Of all the times to realize.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Laser
so
letting Terrence figure it out.
he has a core as well, though. Oh no!
Oh my god, he got Mutas. A lot of Mutas dead here.
Oh, this is not good for Elazer. Ryung, good economy behind this. He survives, and now Elazer also.
Also skip upgrades here. Yeah.
Yeah.
No upgrades. No futures.
Yeah, game. I think very hard at this point because now you kind of need really good run by or counter attack or something. But oh no, Widow mine kills Lings and another Mutalisk as well. So very painful. Elazer in a rough position for sure.
Ryung plays pretty solid today. Like
he's
very
playing
good. Played perfect early game, perfect preparation, like very understanding his opponent.
Yeah, I really on point as well. Like Depot's raising, not letting any mistakes really happen. Just like you say,
pretty clean.
Yeah, very clean game. And now obviously just still work. I mean, Elazer does start +2 melee, but he's building a lot more Ling Bane. He could, like, if he really wanted to play this game longer, I think he drones now. But okay, now he just drones.
Yeah, he needs drones. Yeah, it's a bit late, but it is still he have to if he wanna win. So he making extra workers. But Terran doesn't make 3CC yet. He already have 4CC. So I think after that he make 4CC in the left in the bottom. So and after he make flat tree, I think he's going to the push with the army. After he makes everything everything safe.
Well, the meter's still coming up. +2 flyer attack, +2 melee upgrade building as well. So Elazer will try to set up further here, but Ryung very safe. Kills Changeling and is ready to. I mean, he's nearly maxed. So once he's maxed, do you think you just push or you wait longer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Terran player always play against Mutas. They always trying to trade in the closer from the Zerg base, because if they doesn't, like if they get a one bad fight in the Terran's side, and they will just dead, because Zerg always get a faster army making how to say, like making the Zerg always make more army than Terran in once.
Yeah, they make it make it faster.
Yeah,
they rebuild faster.
Yeah, faster. Yeah, leave it faster. So Terran players always trying to get the better trade. They also have a Widow Mine, which is making their fight very tough.
Thor's very good against the Mutalisk there. You see a couple of Banes connecting.
He borrows it. Hello, Ryung. You didn't say
it. Maybe looking elsewhere. Maybe.
I think he's 100%. He's watching the side, no?
Yeah, I would think so, but apparently not, because these units get to run through. He does go across the map, but on creep he actually takes a couple of banning connections, and the Thor's a little scared right now.
Mutas, Elazer. Okay. But he get the main army. He win the main army fight in the middle.
Yeah, not too bad for Elazer. Felt like
just upgrade. Like if now Terran get the 3/3, which makes Zerg really painful, because it has three upgrade different with the army.
Yeah, no, now it's very difficult for.
Ryung also send one medivac in the left side. Is making Zerg very annoying here.
Yeah, especially with 3/3, because you can't just send a few links to deal with it. And then also push the
few
right side.
No. I think Mita does also lose.
Yeah, I think so too.
Marines. Mita's gonna losing. Yeah, 3/3 Marines.
Marine's very good. Banelings from the right side as the Bane fight happens. Widow Mine's good. Widow Mine's helping a lot. I mean, Elazer.
It's great.
Yeah, not
the
good.
one medivac in the left side is pretty good. Oh yeah, GG.
This medivac killed so much. Killed all the mutas, killed the drones.
Yeah, very clean series for Ryung.
Ryung 3-0. Very good. Ryung strong, man.
Yeah, he's strong. Okay, enjoy the
Okay.
rest of tournament, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Sola.
I'm. Thank you.
Thanks for the games. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yep. Bye.
Alright, shout out to Sola for not just giving us games to cast today, guys, but actually casting for us as well. Crazy. What a guy. He's doing it all. He's casting, he's organizing. We're going to hop onto the Korean server because it's Shin versus Bunny up next, so we'll get some more ZVT on the go. We're going to have a non-3-0 today, right, guys? I actually really thought Ryung and Elazer was a much fairer matchup than this looked like. I think Ryung's preparation is very good. I did hear Elazer talking to Sarah a little bit on the shuttle to the airport the other day for Home Story, and he was saying he's not quite sure about his TVZ and where he should go, and he feels like his build's strong, but then sometimes it gets figured out, and this definitely felt like his build got a little figured out in a couple of these games for sure. So yeah, some of his own worries coming true a little. As we are going to take, like I said, guys, a couple seconds. We're going to jump into more games. We've got Shin versus Bunny coming up. I've got a BRB a couple minutes, guys. Something came and I just have to put it in the fridge while we're between games. So I'll be right back. I'll see you guys in just a few for some more StarCraft. It will be Shin Bunny up next, but we'll be right back. Like I said, just a couple minutes, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Hello guys, welcome back. How we doing? As we get ready to go into what will be Shin versus Bunny. I think we're missing a caster. No, actually, I think we lost a caster on purpose. I think we're good. Cool. What did Ali get in the mail? Cheese. It was a cheese delivery. Like, not even joking. It wasn't actually for Ellie, but it was in fact a cheese delivery. Ellie will be very excited to try it all. That's so British. It's not. Is it really? Is that British? I mean, TLDR. It's just Helen found a site that does special cheese. So yeah, she's into buying special cheeses right now. Alrighty, next best of 5 comes up here. Bottom side, we're gonna start up on Mothership, which is a fun map, the 3-player map here. I'm just gonna be seeing the bottom side, 6 o'clock. Zerg is gonna be Shin, of course. He takes on double left, Red Terran Bunny for game 1 of this series. You like melted cheap cheese? I'm not much of a cheese person myself. I didn't even used to eat pizza when I was like a kid for years, because I just didn't like cheese. Japan is freaking weird, but like, he doesn't like pizza, but I really didn't like pizza. I was a pain in the butt at the kids' parties, you know, because like, who doesn't eat pizza, you know? Well, I didn't. Yeah, I definitely didn't. A little bit wild, I guess, but to me that was just so normal. I just don't like it. It was like, but it's pizza. I'm like, oh. Didn't realize I was forced into liking pizza, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah. Alrighty. Reaper orbital. Command center all coming through. So we just get set up here for a couple moments. Nothing super crazy in the first few moments of this one, as we just have our Reaper on the high ground. A few lings on the way. There's Zergling speed coming up as well. When you were a kid, you hated macaroni pasta, you thought you hated all pastas, but there was just one cheesy and one we used you really hated. I think I had this as well, where it's like, my mom probably like, tried to make me eat like something with like cheese on, or like a cheese sandwich or something. I was just like, no. But then like, the moment you melt cheese, or you make like, you know what I mean? Like, cheese can be used in so many ways, there's so many types of cheese. And then I like, actually had like pizza one time, I was like, this was not bad. Yeah, it's the trauma our parents deliver into us without knowing. Yeah. Alright, Lings be coming up, few Lings on the way from Shin as we get this DVT on the way up. Halfway through today's show matches, guys, got a couple of best of 5s left. Obviously, Shin versus Bunny here. And we'll also have the Shameless versus Yakov series after this as well. Gonna be some ZVP, so it should also be kind of cool. Obviously, hoping for some non-3-0s. I don't really know what to expect of Bunny Shin. Bunny, a freaking WardiTV Monday champ in the last month, is the kind of result where you're like, well, Bunny must be playing great. And I do think Bunny's playing well. But I don't know if Bunny's playing great. It was a very surprising result for me, that one. So, excited to see what he can bring out today, especially here against Shin. Shin is also that kind of player who sometimes is just absolutely ferocious, and it's like you would never doubt him, and then the next game... just that consistency seems to be kind of here and there and everywhere lately for Shin. Yeah, it makes this a fun one to watch because you got two players who definitely play a bit funkier, and Shin already playing this game very funky as well. Lair coming up, a couple extractors on the way through. Marauder and Concussed Shells building, Viking and Hellions on the way through as well, bringing all of that online. And yeah, we just got our drones, the Overlord, all building up for the moment. There's an armory from Bunny. Oh my goodness. So, Bunny wants a Hellbat. One of the more committed Hellbat attacks as well, because you're going to go Marauder Hellbat with concussive shells. Like, it's a lot of investment, especially Marauders early game are very expensive. I think we'll get this Overlord. Like you say, Shin's going to build a lair, and then what are we going to do off this lair? If he's about to throw down a 2-base Spire, I think he just... Does he just die? I think he just died. He's terrible anyway, because you're very low queen count because you're 2 bases. The Spire's going to do nothing here. Oh, Shin is in so much trouble. I mean, I like the Ling counterattack he's got set up. But he's in serious trouble as the units move out across the map, and the Ling's counterattacking are definitely going to do something, but if you're Bunny, I think you don't turn around. I think you just send it. Of course, that relies on Bunny having the information. He does not necessarily have the information. The Lings run to the natural. SCVs are pulling already. We're not looking at it, but I'll go show you guys. The SCVs are just running. Like I said, I think the worst thing you can do here is Bunny is turn around or anything that slows down this assault, because there are only 3 queens. So much of the defense against this usually is a high queen count. 1 queen gets caught super quick as well. Here are the Marauders. The Spine Claws don't exactly get to come up against these Marauders either. If you build Lings right now, they're never in good enough numbers. Shin takes the build order loss in game number 1, as he just has 0 way to answer Hellbat Marauder. 2-base lair is not good with the Hellbat Marauder coming at you, and that is going to be that. GG's on this one. Damn. I mean, here's me, maybe not knowing what to expect of this series, but that's definitely going to be one way for us to see things mixing up a little bit. As we're going to get our second game ready to go on Ruby Rock. Shin's taking over hosting duties because I was AFK while the earlier match went on. Fastest 4 series ever. Feels bad, man. Sometimes these days happen, right, where you just like, it's like 4 best of 5s has so much potential to be reasonably, decently length, and it's like 4 best of 5s. I mean, 4 hours is actually kind of short for 4 best of 5s, really. We're on track to beat that even right now. Yeah, all it takes is a couple longer games and a back and forth series, guys. We're not done yet. We've got a ways to go. I believe the good games are still coming. Maybe we should talk about a long game instead of cheese. Yeah, maybe. It's your guys' fault. I just you guys asked. I answered the question. I can't help it. You guys summoned this upon yourselves. Don't blame me. By the way, just as we start up the second game, just want to say thanks to a couple subs that came through. Ours Customer Solar, Easy Gaming on the 41-month resub on the Prime, Nanny EL on the 33-month on the 19-month resub on the Prime, and Bryson 501 on the 2-month resub as well. Thank you so much for your support while Solar was joining us for some co-casting on that previous series. Get caught up with those. And then we have Shin Bunny. Off and away. Shin down a game. I mean, you can really put this one behind you as a build order loss, though, so... But it does scare you in the future games for kind of doing something similar, right? Because if Bunny's going to play like that, and that's something you kind of wanted to use in this series, well, that kind of feels like it might be out the window in case it happens again. You got to really think about how you approach that. Hey, what's up, Koi Pond Live? Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Appreciate you. Thank you very much indeed. Alrighty, we got a Reaper on the way up, and we get settled in for a couple of moments as well. Let's get going here. A moment or two. Queen, Overlord, the Hatchery, the Extractor. Coming about just for the moment. Get settled. Let's see where we take this. SCV will scout from Bunny, try and get some information early. Trying to figure out what's going on. Man, it really was such a whirlwind of an opening game. I'm still a little shocked by it, to be honest, as SCV will patrol here. Entry coming up. Getting everything on the way there. Just gonna see the Queen gonna shoot at the SCV for a couple seconds as well, so a bit more damage being done. And away we go. When you shoot, SCV will go down, factor in the reactor building. We'll see just if Bunny kind of 3CCs this time, or if he's going to find a different way to be aggressive, which is absolutely a possibility as well, right? So we'll see. Couple queens coming about. Again, the drones coming through. Overlord building, command center's factory, building by reactor in the SCV coming online also. Let's bring a lot of this up and into play. Factory going to lift off. Going to move over to the reactor. So yeah, factory to the reactor. Just going to drop that straight down now. A couple of Hellions will start coming about here. Barracks was thinking about moving over to that right-hand side. It's going to pull back for a little bit instead. Again, they're building through the 6 additional drones coming about. That Queen of coming up as well. So Shin still playing a 2-base lab. He's going to play a Rotoron this time instead of going into the Spire. Kind of funny, yet Elazer then Shin back to back. A couple of guys who are apparently big about the 2-base labs and everything that we can kind of do with that. So that is kind of cool. Get that moving along here. Let's just see. Reaper coming around. Just going to have the couple of Vikings coming up. A couple of Hellions and a Viking coming up. I mean, it looks very similar to the last game from Bunny in a way with the Viking as well, but we do see the triple CC, we do see the economy as being established this time, and the mix-up, taking things in a bit of a different approach this time compared to what we saw previously. So Bunny is not going to throw the Hellbat build into existence, which this time it would kind of flop, right? If you Hellbat into the Roaches, it's a much better setup, even though Shin has less queens than usual because it's still 2 bases early on. You obviously actually have the Roach production, which was just missing last time, which could have maybe helped swing things around. So, yeah, I like it a lot more for Shin this game because he's going to survive through. And I like that Bunny mixed his build up as well, not looking to go on the same build a couple times here. The Hellions make their way toward the upper left side of the map. What's up, Bargle? Thank you so much for the fresh new sub as well. Appreciate you. Thanks for supporting. Thank you very much, so much. We're just gonna jump in. The Hellions will take damage. Couple Lings pull through. The Queen block on the high ground. So Bunny is not going to succeed on this run by. Trying to get to that high ground. Completely unsuccessful so far. A couple more Lings getting knocked down already. That is going to be a pretty decent shutdown for the moment. One more barracks from Bunny, so upping that number to 5 is triple CC. So he's got the economy to play the 5 racks, obviously. Kind of wondering if Bunny thinks, hey, maybe this is a map where I want to go kind of further on. Maybe we go up to 8 barracks and be aggressive. There's always going to be possibilities in terms of how you approach it. These Roaches are coming to the front. Don't think they're going to do much. You see the infestation pit coming down, so that's already the info you probably need in terms of that this is turning into kind of a techier game. If you got that scout as Bunny, obviously it was kind of weird that earlier game, Ryung Elazer, Ryung scouted the infestation pit, then was building a second bunker. I think he almost saw it, but didn't actually kind of really note in his head that he'd seen it, until he saw a couple of infestors later on. Then he was like, "Oh, cancel those, cancel that bunker. I don't actually need it." So, yeah. Two Ravagers morphing in, the 3 infestors coming up. So it's kind of cool because we're seeing a very similar display of builds from Shin to what Elazer just showed us as well. Like it's such an off kind of way of playing, and yet here we are going to see it in back-to-back series with 2 different Zerg players against 2 different Terrans. So super kind of fascinating that we get to see this this happen. A couple of Biles will come down toward that set of rocks there, just going to try and take away at this, open up these rocks and open up a little bit of space already. There's the 1-on upgrades, the combat shield coming through. Marine tank medevac. Still building very much so into place. And again, a couple more Biles just going to go onto the rocks once again. So we keep the pressure going onto the rocks on the moment. Open that up. I mean, I say keep pressure up. It's not really much pressure. You're just clearing them out. I'm just raring to cast a fight, apparently. Raring to cast some action breaking out here, but nothing really happening just yet. 1-on upgrades coming through. Combat shield is coming over as well. Scan, and the Viking will get some shots off. Marine's going to show up to hit this hatcher on the left side. It's going to drop in a moment, and that is going to be a cancel. The rest of Biles will not get to connect. And then we have the extra Marines tank, medevac, combat shield still building through as well. A couple more of those medevacs just going to load up and back away out of here. And Retro Ravager coming through. Just going to see the lanes getting a little grab up to the top side as well. Not really going to find too much there, really, as that Roach Ravager comes back around the bottom. A couple more battles. Viking is going to get away. Bunny is cranking the unit production, guys. I mentioned he might go 8 racks, and it is exactly what he's done. As that fungal lands on a few Marines, but we don't have a follow-up, so they get away. That's not actually going to be an issue in the end. I'm going to shoot. Just going to see that Overlord taking some damage already, so a few hits coming in early. And the rest of this Ling Roach Infest still gathering up as well, and see what we can get going in a couple of seconds here as we just have the Marines. Going to be kind of slow to split. I mean, they obviously ate a fungal, but we do not get rid of any of the siege tanks. The Bunny's supply is looking very good, and Bunny is going to come firing through the middle of the map. Big push from Bunny, heading up that right-hand side. Going to look to get on top of this base sooner rather than later. Going to be seeing a couple of Infestors stepping forward. The Marines are going to be right there. This is scary because once those tanks start sieging, this gets dangerous. However, the Ultras are going to be very good. The Ultras are something we don't really have an answer to right now as Bunny. He's also not got any further upgrades, so he's going to be up against +2 Carapace Ultras as well. So in that regard, it's going to be even rougher for him. Marines split apart. The Roach Ravager stepping up for a second. Going to be seeing this hatchery taking some big damage. Lings on the counterattack going to find a bunch of SCVs as well, so they're also going to see success already. Big starting point there. Nice counterattack again, SCVs, like I say. Bunny's on a bit of a timer. Shin supply looking good. Bunny also supply blocked, so next waves of reinforcements are going to be tough to get out. He's heavily supply blocked. He's supply blocked by 40. And he lost a call down supply depot on that third base location, so that link counterattack's working wonders. I just do not see how you fight this as Bunny against Ultras and the Infestors. The Fungal's coming down. Fungals land very nicely. We jump straight to the tanks. I mean, these Ultras basically take no damage. But he gets supply blocked, and honestly, considering how supply blocked he was, that just tells you how bad the fight was. We'll see Shin wins that convincingly, and he's going to come straight across the map. This 8 racks goes nowhere from Bunny, and we're going to get ourselves tied up 1-1 in a couple of moments, it would seem, because these Ultras have no intention of slowing down at all, and we, my friends, are going to have ourselves a series that does not go 3-0. We like that. We love that a lot. Damn. Alright. We'll take a second, guys, and it's Old Republic. I mean, not even a second, because Shin is just like, bam, bam, bam. Go, go, go. We ain't stopping. It's all good. Get into this. It's tied up 1-1 in these matches. Now, in this match, so we're finally getting a match which, like I say, is going to go to more than 3 games. Creator 3-0, GuMiho, Ryung 3-0, Elazer is the way of things so far today. We do have Yakov versus Shameless coming up after this, so that series will be following. For some PvZ. We've obviously had a couple TVZs sandwiched between a PvT, and then the PvZ will end the day. So that is all coming up and getting going. Thank you for the stream. No worries. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Solar for just hosting some matches for us to cast. I was going to be doing a lame Winter Championship qualifier today. Want to find it better? Some solo show matches? Absolutely. We'll do the lame Winter Championship qualifier on Sunday instead. Just like that. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, top right-hand corner. We're going to start off with the blue. Ooh, with the blue. I'm going to get there in the end. With the blue Zerg player. This is going to be Shin. He's going to be, yeah, having a convincing hold against the 8 racks in the end was pretty comfortable. And able to do a lot of work in the right direction on that one. As part of doing today's matches, there's only 2 pros and 6 non-pros. Sorry, two protos and 6 non-protos. Yeah. So I think Solar really used his whole address book when he was calling players up to play. He's like, no, I definitely need another non-protoss. The list is already getting small. Alright. Let's see where we take our game. I do like Solo's idea of the non-Protoss Cup as like a one-off fun event. That'd be cool. What tournament is this? It's a set of show matches hosted by Solar. If you want some more information on them, you can click over to the bracket link pinned in the top YouTube comment and get some more info on the games today and everything that's happening, etc., etc. Love it. Yeah, I love it too. It's been fun. Actually, has been really fun so far. I've been enjoying. Do 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 do. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Gonna be a Marine on the way, and it's just after the Reaper. It's not really too crazy either. Pretty chill for a couple moments. Will Shin play 2-base again? Is maybe the bigger question. And if he does 2-base again, does he go Mutas or does he go Roaches? Also a good question. Alright, links becoming about a couple CCs coming through. Gonna have a couple queens coming up, the drones all coming by. Yeah, a couple moments of peace to settle yet early. Queen gonna shoot, Reaper gonna take some damage. And pushed around a couple moments. Again, link speed, drones, queen, all coming in just initially. And the last starts up from Shin, so we are going to see that 2-base confirmed once again. But this time he's going link speed to then the last. So that's a little bit different from obviously kind of skipping the link speed to go last. So yeah, intrigued as usual. When the builds mix up like this, always fun to see what happens. Shell's building through. Do you see the Viking coming about? A couple Hellions. The Marine still coming over. The Orbital Command is on its way. And that link speed will finish now as the hatch lings extractors coming through. Orbital will be coming up. And a couple Hellions and the Stim Pack coming in as well. Yeah, actually kill that Overlord before it moves into the Overseer. Should be close, no? Hellions going to threaten on the other side, but with link speed out, it's going to be tough to do too much there. Kill this. We did kill this, so it was close, but it actually goes down. That does supply block Shin, for the moment at least. And Hydrogen coming up. Just going to see the hatchery still moving through. And the Ling is going to threaten on the other side as well. That kind of works. Cancel up the engineering base in the wall off and slow things down. So the Lings do okay. Obviously slowing things down is always going to be a positive, and that generally was just a positive experience on that one. Got 12 Hydras currently building through, by the way, so 12 Hydras coming about, that Groove Spine's coming in. The factory going to switch over to the Tech Lab. Just cancelled something in the main base. What did we just cancel? Yeah, it might have just been, I don't know, I just saw gas get cancelled, but it might have just been the add-on or something that he cancelled and he moved over instead. Didn't see how much it was, just that it was a cancel, but yeah, Stimpeg about to finish, and Shin just switching this up every game. Obviously we went Mutas one game, now we went Roaches, now we're going to go with the Hydras, and like I say, just kind of mixing up what he is doing off of this 2-base build each and every time so far. One upgrades in the combat shield building up, and Marines and the tanks still coming through, reactors and the SCVs building by, and the Hydra's just going to go and jump onto this orbital command. The few Lings are going to come over as well. Just going to see the Lings wanting to get through for the Hellions and the Marines. I'm just going to knock down the orbital. Another command center dropping into place as well. It's going to be seeing the Hydras continue to fight as a couple of them continue to push through. This is just working. Did he just die? Spoilers, but he just died. Damn. The slow, unupgraded... Okay, they had range. So they range upgrade Hydra Push to end the game. Bunny was just not ready. Damn. Damn. Shin takes the lead of the series 2-1. And in fourth map coming up. Don't think you've ever seen a Hydra all-in before. No, Hydra all-ins are not super crazy to see. It's just... Like, that version of it's obviously kind of weird. But, I mean, maybe in ZVT it's a bit of a stranger occurrence, obviously. Players are gonna say go, go. Countdown will begin. And Shin and Bunny are gonna get ready to kick off on White Rabbit here. Get this going. Got tickets and booked flights in a hotel for your first Home Story Cup. Life is good. Hell yeah. You going into 29? I guess so, because there's no info on where to fly to for 30. Duh. Big brain Wardy over here. Really, yeah, dropping the knowledge bombs. Yeah. Alright, we're counting in. Let's do this. Gonna start off in the bottom left corner. We're gonna have ourselves the blue Zerg player. This is Shin. And he is now up 2-1, as we've had a couple of games where it's just been aggression, and topped off with a little bit more aggression, honestly, for the most part. It's been pretty wild. Shin will always come up with a way to kill Terrans in a way you rarely see. I mean, he definitely did so there. He was not messing around, man. Match rate coming up on the back of the extractor trick. Going to start us off here. Get that underway. Use camera, can I steal? Let's go, Rex. Alrighty. Shin have a 2-1 lead. Map away from victory. Catch gas pool, all coming through. It's going to have the drone on the way up, barracks and the SCV on the way by as well, so just bring a lot of that into play for now. I say getting this set up and ready to go. But very excitingly moving across the map currently. How's everyone feeling in the chats? Like I say, good to see you guys. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for enjoying some show matches with us today. I'm going to be taking tomorrow off, guys. And then on Sunday, we'll be doing a Winter Championship qualifier. And on Monday, we'll be doing a... So Sunday will be Winter Championship qualifier. Monday will be WardiTV Mondays. Then I'm gone for about 6 days. I'm gone Tuesday through Sunday. So basically, after the Monday Cup, the next time you'll see me is the next Monday Cup. So just letting you guys know that is currently the situation of things. That's currently where things are at. Just in case you aren't here over the weekend or something, or you miss my next couple streams, and then you're like, where the hell did Wardy go? I'm taking some days off for a couple of different events, so. Me and Helen gonna go see something, and then we're gonna go and me and Helen gonna go see something, then I'm going to the biggest Pokemon tournament of the year. That's in the UK at least. Gonna get some wins in. I'm feeling confident. I don't know why. Out of nowhere, feeling kind of confident. Been studying. It's going good. WardiTV Monday on a Monday. Hearsay. Oh my god. You win this cup not on a Monday one freaking time after like 3 months, and everyone's like, ah. Unbelievable. Alright, Starport coming up, Roaches are building, having a couple Hellions coming through. There's no Overlord go down, but that has been about the excitement of it all just yet. Roaches coming across the map. What you don't know about this is, Bunny, do you just die? We're gonna find out. Banshee on the way, that will help a lot in terms of cleaning up, but the bunker's not ready yet, so the first bit of this is definitely going to be doing some damage, almost certainly. Well, here we go. The Ravager's obviously going to add some damage to this. SCVs are going to turn and fight. Doesn't exactly bode brilliantly for you, as we are going to have the Roach Ravager moving up here. Just the closest thing to helping is going to be the Banshee, and that's... Even when that pops, it's a lot of Roaches to get through, especially if you already lost 10 SCVs, we're going to lose more. As you lose Hellions, that's also counter-attack potential that goes away from you as well. And this Banshee's going to pop and we're, what, down to 21 workers against 38. The thing is, Shin is just holding down the drone button. Like, Shin is just droning. He is just prepping for the next stage of this game. He is just absolutely going for this. 16 SCVs going down. Just going to be seeing the count on the low ground. This Ravager drops one more bile. We clean up as Bunny, but you're half the worker count. And the most important thing is it wasn't just workers that died. You've got one Hellion and one Banshee left. So you've got no counterattack potential. Usually after attacks like this, the Terran has some map control or counterattack potential or some kind of a benefit because the Zerg just committed to trying to kill you. In this case, you got nothing. And then we're going to go Spire as Shin, which is probably going to be really difficult to deal with as Bunny because your entire game plan is slowed. He's going to try to go Hyperflight Rotor Banshees, but mutas are going to be great at catching those and shutting those down, so even there, Shin is going to naturally provide himself with a counter. I don't mind the Hyperflight Rotor Banshees. It probably makes a lot of sense because you're in a bad position. You need to do something that's going to bring you back into it. And, you know, super speedy Banshees might be one way to harass yourself back into a game. So I'm not even super against the idea that we're going for. I'm just not sure it's necessarily going to make much of a difference at the end of the day, unfortunately. Banshee's going to shoot. Queen taking some hefty damage. It's going to go down. The other couple Queens step over. That Banshee's dead. Not what you want to see when we're going to throw down factories as well and try and mech this up. Ay, ay, ay. I fear that everything of this is looking miserable for Bunny. Especially as mutas are going to be popping. These Banshees get shut down harder. There's no anti-air in this game right now to deal with mutas. We've got a bunch of slow lings on the map, funnily enough. They don't have ling speed yet, but we're already going to run across the map with them to try and make something happen as well. Oof. Alright, mutas coming up, drones on the way. Ling speed, +1 flyer attack upgrade, the Baneling speed coming up as well. All the Zerglings will gather on in together, just on that right-hand side for the moment. Just gonna dive through. Banshee's taking some damage. Just gonna see the Hellions running underneath, and the Banshees continue to go with, I mean, well, we're basically giving up these units to buy time to build Cyclones, which then when you build Cyclones, they're obviously probably gonna struggle with the muta count anyway, but then the Lings are gonna trade well. I mean, fortunately, it's just a very miserable ending to the series for Bunny. As that early damage of Shin just really put him into game and pretty much series winning position. That's what it's going to come down to at the end of it all. Mutas fly in, they get an SCV. I mean, we've got turret, we've got some mines. I don't think any of this matters against the fact that then Shin's just going to start building Ling Bane. And I mean, to be fair, Bunny's only 55 workers to 68. I'm talking like it's over. Yeah, maybe Bunny's still a bit in this. Army supply is actually competitive as well. I really felt like he was going to take a lot more damage to the mutas, to be honest, though. I guess that was my kind of thought process. Factories are going to be done soon, so we have some more production available for Bunny. Yeah, for now then, Shin is not going to kill the guy, and hence this game goes on, and Bunny is in a respectable enough position to call this a game. At the end of it all is maybe the most important thing to take note of. Let's see one more change, and just dropping straight down. It's going to go on a little venture forward. The rest of this in general just coming straight through. Alright, couple Cyclones, couple Vikings, the +1 vehicle weapons coming up. We got ourselves the Hellions on the way, the command center coming online. We have the neural parasite currently in production as well, so we bring that in track with everything else. Shin, Daimyo Neural, just going to help you a lot against the mech army. I'm genuinely surprised he didn't just try and do more with the mutas. I get it's only 10. Maybe I really overestimated the power of the mutas and the threat that they had against what felt like a lack of anti-air, which maybe wasn't as much of a lack as I thought, perhaps. Well, Neural Parasite coming by, just going to see the burrow coming up. We're not going to have ourselves the hive building spore on the way. Swank Crawler is producing through as well, so a lot of that's still coming about. I mean, Shin is prepping to deal with any sort of potential run bys. He's looking and basically asking, how can I lose this game? And let's basically take any way in which I can lose this game and try and remove it from my opponent's kind of opportunities. So I'm going to go directly toward that as... Yeah, I mean, that's what the spines do very nicely. Stop the run bys, make sure that they're not going to be very much. Hive on the way up. I mean, Bunny's going to be maxed out here. Maybe pre-Hive Tech. Maybe Bunny can do some trades. Maybe Bunny can make something happen pre-Hive Tech in a couple of these fights. Maybe. I don't think it's going to be super pretty, but I'm not going to doubt on... They're not going to doubt until we maybe see Shin. I mean, Shin's also just been sat back so long, maybe. Yeah, well, let's see. Maybe you're going to see Shin trying to fight. There's a lot of Lings running toward Blue Flame Hellbats, and it's very choky as well, but that's exactly what the Banes are good for, though they don't really do much. We got a couple of Banes to connect onto the Siege Tank there. Neural Parasite's going to hit Medivacs and Banshees. That's kind of hilarious, because the Medivacs will heal the Zerg units. I don't think I've ever seen, in a 1v1 game, the Neural on the Medivacs in order to heal the Ravagers. Yeah, kind of a fun, silly little moment there as the Mutas will continue through, and Shin is going to continue this fight. Wow, that was an amusing moment, kind of out of nowhere. I mean, Mutas obviously just doing a lot here, and the reinforcement wave is going to be very, very tough to deal with. Almost no doubt here as well, so... Yeah, kind of a funny situation there for sure. It's just reset a second. We are going to have ourselves the adrenal glands coming up, a couple of infests coming by. Let's have the microbial shroud even being added onto right now as well. Just going to bring that up as well. We've never seen neural Medivacs heal Zerg units. Yeah, neither have I, honestly. Maybe like a couple times, but like I don't think I've seen it in genuinely like competitive 1v1 game. It's a very rare occurrence. Bane gonna come running through, the Hellbats pulling back, the Cyclones stepping away, and we are gonna be seeing this Roach Ravager Bane just trying to knock on through. The couple Hellbats still going down, the missile turrets. This is not gonna do much either. The few SCVs pull into this. We just have ourselves that Ultralisk Cavern still building as well, so we continue to bring that up just for the moment. Keep that coming online. Now, Ultralisk Cavern about to finish. Again, Ling Roach all building through. And a lot of that set up. Extra Ravager's gonna move. I mean, again, we're kind of talking about a Shin dominated game at the moment. Not really much to say on my side at this point, just kind of waiting to see what goes on. Here's the fight. Microbial Shroud to try and help. I feel like Shin is almost just having some fun with his army compositions at this stage as well, to be honest. You know? GG's. Shin 3-1. A game or a series which really did kind of get decided. I mean, this game specifically got decided a while ago. This series was just full of kind of fast games, and realistically, I think this game could have been like shorter than it was, like I say. Just in general, another pretty fast series through and through. That leaves us with Yakov versus Shameless on the day. one more match to round out these show matches, and maybe Yakov Shameless will give us a bit more of a banger. I suppose we will be finding out fairly soon. That's ready to go in the last best of 5 today, guys. So one more best of 5 coming up. I'll just BRB a moment. I'll see you guys in a sec, baby. Alrighty, guys, just checking on Ellie. She is just chilling downstairs on her own. I'm gonna get Winter Madness for map 1 here, so we'll just get that set up. Give us a moment. Alright, let's get the invites out for everybody. Had 4 casters, right? Oh, we'll have 5 Shin's casting now as well, and he was playing. That's why it felt like we lost a lot of casters. Solo quit out, Shin swapped into a player spot, Indy dipped out. Makes sense. But we're just waiting for Shin then. Just relogging for a moment or two. And we'll get this ready to go, guys. Thanks for joining us. Alright, Shin is going to say go and GLHF. Just waiting for Yakov to give us the same go-ahead, and we can kick off into this PVZ on Winter Madness for map 1. This is a series between 2 guys who I do think really trade back and forth with each other a lot of the time. Look at their recent history. Let's see what's happened between them. Shameless 2-1, Shameless 1-0, Shameless 2-1, Yakov 2-1, 1-0, 3-0, Shameless 2-0, Yakov 2-0, 1-0. Yeah, very back and forth. Sometimes some streaks here and there between the two of them. They play fairly regularly. They play in a combination of weeklies and WardiTV events and other stuff as well. So we do see these guys facing off fairly frequently. So yeah, very back and forth matchup. Definitely one which should be up in the air. We'll see what happens. I think there's actually a really wild kind of amount of ways in which this can go as well. Because I actually really think this is a best of 5 where Shameless, or where Yakov can kind of play the macro game if he wants to. Yakov can play a much more kind of aggressive game. I think Shameless is going to be happy to play the longer games, but I don't know if he's always going to be allowed to play the longer games either, so I think that's also very interesting. I think we're in for a good mixed up kind of set of things going on, so... And the probe coming through, the Overlord finishing. The drone is going to start up as well from Yakov. Get that underway. Overlord coming over. And yeah, hatchery coming up. Gateway in the probe building. Let's get settled in here now. For the first few moments, assimilate coming about. The gateway producing through. And again, trying to see where things get to for the next few moments. So, hatch gas pool, one coming down there. The drone and a couple of drones actually going to be on the way. Gateway and the probe coming up right now. Get that set up in a moment. These guys both up and coming. Yeah, I mean, both kind of have had like that similar kind of rise. Yakov's been around longer than Shameless. I'd say they've both kind of have the same kind of levels of like high in their kind of results as well. Which is, they've had some good matches, they've had some good games, but they are definitely kind of still at that kind of up and coming level in the European scene, which is obviously our main region. Cybercore next is the Proby, all coming through for a couple seconds. You can see that Overlord coming about as well. Move around for a couple secs, just move over for a moment or two. Figure out what we want to do. The couple queens and the lings all building up as well. So yeah, we get set. The probe going to be wandering back and forth for a couple moments as well. The chase probe gets pushed away. Next in the Stargate coming around also. So can we get that set up? We get that going. I'm just going to see the couple lings wanting to try and grab the probe here where possible, and just trying to do some damage. The probe pulling back, Stargate on the way up. Going to be a pretty solid starting point for us as well, so we'll begin with this. We'll see where it goes. See what exactly we can get done with it over the next few moments as the Adepts are going to shade. Try and get some info going as well. Let's see what's going on. The Adept going to get chased by a couple of lings and the Queen initially. So just going to try and work on that from the very beginning. As yeah, Oracle, Warp Gate, Adept building through for the moment. Oracle on the Warp Gate coming straight through. Just going to have ourselves the Queen in production as well. So yeah, Oracle Warp Gate coming about just right now. Get that on the way. Lings get to that upper left side. So we killed off 2 Adepts for 4 Lings. So it's not bad to shut down the Adepts because obviously that removes a lot of potential damage Shameless can do. However, Oracle flies straight in for 2 drones. Not terrible. Oracle takes quite a few shots as well, so it's a little bit lower on the HP bar at the end of all of this. Because now we have the couple of Zerglings still playing. Gonna get a couple more kills. Oracle activating. Trying to find a little bit extra value as well, just for a moment or two. And Oracle coming about. The next is on the way. A couple of probes still building by. Again, we've got drones, Evo Chamber, Spore Crawler coming up as we speak currently. Evo Chamber and a few drones. And the lots of economy just building from Yakov. If he's not afraid of anything coming his way, then you do just want a drone right now, get that economy established, and think about the unit building at a later point. So we set up that currently. Just going to see the Spore. There's some good shots on the Oracle, helping to push it out over to that far side. Pushing it away for now at least. Still can get the Overlord, but the Overlord really only sees that there's another Oracle on the way. Try and forge start. Let's see if he cancels the Oracle. He does, yeah. So once the Overlord goes down, cancels the Oracle just to try and fake, like, hey, look, I'm putting more gas into Stargate units, but the reality is the gas is going elsewhere. Anything you can do to try and trick what your opponent is reading into is generally going to be a very good thing for you. So it makes a lot of sense. Oracles will activate. Just going to go straight after this hatchery. It's going to be a cancel. And a few queens coming through there to hit the Oracles as well. Push them a little bit further out also. Try and keep them away, and now these Adepts are going to come diving through. Heading straight through the natural. And we a few more oracles on that left right hand side as well. Also looking to make that play in a couple of seconds here. Can't find too much. A feeling let's do grab the adepts. They're kind of tucked away, so not going to be able to do too much on this one. You would imagine as the Ling is trying to come through. A couple more drones going down. About 3 drones killed. It's not super crazy. And we're going to get rid of 4 drones. Going to get rid of all of the adepts. There, the oracle's taking some damage, and the queens are stepping forward. Going to get rid of 1. Punching through for 2. Not quite going to find that either. Storm, Blink, and +1 all building up from Shameless at the moment here. So we got a lot of that on the way just for now. And a couple of gateways, the Robo Facility, High Templar building. The Ling's coming over. The couple of Stalkers going to come by. Just going to push the Zerglings back a little bit again. Now they're afraid about a finish. Bane speed coming through. Hydra speed also coming into play. Oracle's just going to go in after these Banelings that are morphing. Going to cancel a couple, 3. One of them finishes. We're not going to do much with one single Baneling anymore, so the lone Baneling wanders forwards. Don't think we needed to energy overcharge the Oracle just to make sure we cleaned that up because the cannons were there. Like I say, if there was multiple Banelings, sure, but I think the cannons kind of had that one covered. A little bit more respect from the Protoss for the cannons to do the work on one Baneling, I think, maybe needed. That Storm still building by, the +2 attack and that charge still coming up as well. Just get all that on the go. The few Hydras building, Ling Bane coming through also. Gonna see the couple of Hydras getting underneath, and the Oracles will take some shots, getting pushed away to the sides. And the Knight's Network about to finish. The Bane's coming back over to the right. And yeah, +2 in charge, both building in from Shameless currently. The Oracles will sit overhead. I mean, it's kind of on the Zerg usually to kind of up the ante and up the aggression, but nothing really coming from Yakov yet. Going to see if anything does come from him in the end or so. He wants to start getting aggressive. He's building a lot of Ling Hydra now because he's up at 81 drones. I don't know if he's got enough to really go for it, especially considering Shameless is already on Storm. So if you've already got the Storm available, if you're already able to hit with the Storm, that would be massive. Because then the Baneling kind of shoved through is not going to be as effective either. See the rest of those Lings pulling over the left-hand side just for the moment. More units open in, just going to see Hydra Ling Bane all coming up. Bruce Line's on the way in as well. Continue to settle down for a moment or so. Just going to see the couple of Lings hitting at the front. Stalker takes some damage. The Bane Hydra turns the other way. Nice Storm on the bottom side now. Going to try and get set up as well. The Stalker's still trying to fight. The Hydra's pushing through. And some damage back the other direction. And Nidus goes up into the main base. You're going to see a bunch of Queens and Hydras popping straight out from this Nidus network. So they are going to start coming through in big numbers already. His Banes keep pushing forward. A couple of the Zulds going down. 10, 11 probes going down. A couple of the Banes crashing through and doing decently as well as this army continues to try and fight. A couple of Hydras now getting dropped. You see the Nidus network is going to go down as well, but not really much coming out of it. I mean, we kill about 12 or 13 workers, but a pylon or two as well. A couple of Hydras in the back still just going for probes. We'll finally clean this up. Man, that was a lot more damage taken than we thought it was going to be. At the end still, Shameless comes out in a cozy position. His army supplies in the lead. His worker count is absolutely solid still, so he's absolutely just not being moved or shifted away from this setup right now, and it does feel like we're still going to have ourselves very much so a little bit of a Shameless edge at this point. We'll see what Yakov does to try and bounce back. Look, Den and Hive makes a lot of sense, right? Let's actually just try and tech into a little bit of a different approach to this. That makes a lot of sense. In fact, as the mothership comes through, the Immortal coming by, just going to be seeing the Stargate, the couple forges coming up as well. Do you bring that over? Other Shape Tempest, all of that still being brought on through. A bunch of extra Banes coming in on that right-hand side. They're going to get going with Ling Hydra Bane in the center as well. Storm drops down the Immortal. It's getting caught and involved. I mean, we do see the rest of the Hydra Bane coming about as well. Life still continuing through too, so again, lots of these little bits and pieces just coming up at the moment. And a lot of this settled down. Spire finishing soon, Lings and Lurkers on the way about. Sizer explains, reducing also as the +2 missiles and the +2 melee upgrades continue to come straight into play still at this point. So we continue to get those up and running. Shameless has 1k banks. He's got a little bit of rebuild for the ship trying to deal with some of those Bane lanes. Obviously with Lurkers out, you want to be a bit more careful, but a lot of this for Shameless is still just kind of powered through by just having storms. Stasis probably saves a couple of units there in all honesty, at least for now. The problem with this fight for Yakov is that these Lurkers are so far back, and Shameless kind of works through everything before the Lurkers really get involved. So by then, the Lurkers get jumped in trouble. They end up in a rough position. It ends very badly for them. You have to just lift and leave, but yeah, that means just giving up your position and giving up kind of the strength of where you were sitting and what you were trying to really achieve with all of that. The Lurker is the right composition at this point, I imagine. I don't think there's much else we can do. Maybe some spellcasters would be nice. I don't know if we really have the luxury of getting to spellcasters, which is probably what you feel as well as Yakov right now. That makes a lot of sense. Tempest still building through. Air weapons, +2 attack coming up as well. Hydras and the rest of this also coming over just for the moment. +3 missiles, +2 melee coming through. There's also going to try and fight. The Zergling's taking damage. Clean up over on the natural expansion there just for the moment, so making sure that all goes down. Get tidied away. Nice and easy for the moment as well. Again, +3 missiles, +2 melee, all coming up just for now. A bit of that Lane Hydra looking to push through. The couple corruptors come try and chase as well. We're fighting on the edge of creep, so Yakov does have that creep advantage. What he doesn't have is really a bank account. And so it's very scary this game, because now you're playing basically with no rate to rebuild against a Protoss. You can rebuild, and trades do not typically favor you like that as a Zerg in ZVP. And so it's very difficult at this point for you to be able to turn this around and really make something else of this situation at the moment. More shots coming by. Just going to see this hatchery taking some damage, taking some big hits. I think it's going to run by. I mean, that's nice that if you're going to stay in this, that's definitely one of the ways in which you can give yourself a shot at least. And 11 probes are still going down at the moment. Just going to have the couple of hits coming through. We are going to see the Tempest still pushing by the Nidus network, taking some damage as well. We continue to press forward just for now with this army of Shameless playing cleanup. And a couple of Corruptors, the Vipers, all on the way through here. Shots coming by, just going to see the Corruptor still right there, and we're going to try and get involved a little bit. And pushing through for a couple of moments there, just going to be seeing the army all gathering, and we do have this push forward still happening just for the second or so. Will it be enough here from Shameless just to push through and win? There's still a bit of a counterattack going on to the other side of the map, so we're still trying to make something happen over on that other side. Currently, I don't think it's going to be enough, honestly. I just don't really see it doing what it needs to get done. Especially as right here, Shameless's army is looking kind of unstoppable. But he still has a massive bank as well, so he can reinforce back at home, deal with that attack. He can bring it back across the map. I mean, again, I feel like Shameless can almost do no wrong at the moment. Always nice if it feels like you can do no wrong, isn't it? Well, Tempest gather, everything gathers. Take a moment or so. What's up, human being? Thank you, by the way, for the 3-month resub. Appreciate you. He has to be cooked. Yeah, I think Yakov is a bit cooked, guys. It's not looking like his game right now, to say the least. Is going to run over. Just going to see a couple of these structures will go down. I mean, obviously Yakov has to try and keep on breaking the bases down, but he still eventually has to beat the army, and I'm not sure how that really goes. He tries to counterattack in here, and you just see the immediate response is, bam, I've got units ready to deal with this, although that is maybe more units from the Zerg than Shameless was expecting. At the same time, Shameless could just once again say, oh, you're across the map, I'm just going to push forward too. I think Shameless probably has enough real estate just to justify any form of a base trade right now as well, to be honest. Yeah, he's going to lose +2 air weapons, which is, you know, obviously frustrating. But it's really hard not to just love this overall situation. As a couple of lurkers still getting into a couple of the zealots as well. And a lot of these lurkers going down. Most of this army gathering up once again. Just going to be seeing the Tempest, the Immortals all building through also. Let's get a wrap around. The lurkers get picked off. The Immortal's still there to try and fight. Ling, Corruptor. Trying to gather. At this point, obviously, Shameless had to spend a lot of his money to rebuild up completely, but absolutely worth it, and absolutely now in a very commanding position of this game, it feels like. Feels like we're in a very, very good place as the Tempest will hit the rocks just for a couple moments. Like to step up, another storm coming down. The High Templars just kind of walking through the lurkers. Not pretty. Nice blinding cloud as well. Going to give you a better fight for Yakov. I love the time warp in the lurkers. That just makes sense. As the Corruptors take their shot at the Tempest. Ground army goes down though, and if there's no ground army left, then you really are in trouble. The Corruptors keep dropping. The Immortal Archon is good, and we are going to have ourselves even more Zealots just showing up as well already. So I think we're going to be okay for Yakov to tap out, and for Shameless to take game 1 of this best of 5. I'm just going to shoot. The Corruptors take some damage. Let's see the Zealots coming around. GG's to Yakov. Wrap that one up. Get that one out of here. And Shameless going to take a 1-0 lead in this best of 5. Okay. One of those games that definitely fell over for... Not the whole game. I think 5 minutes or so. I mean, the army supply value, or the army value of Shameless has been skyrocketed since like 10 minutes, but I think Yakov still had chances. You know, all it takes is one fight. Maybe you counterattack and kill a base at the right time as well. Definitely chances, but in general, I think we saw where this game was going for a hot second or two, as I forgot the host with the mod. Give me a sec, guys. Set this up properly. Cool. And we'll get everyone in here. 5 casters I need. And 2 players, believe it or not. But if Yakov kind of goes for such a straightforward game again, I feel like he's more likely to play a much more kind of aggressive build at this point and just sort of try and bring the fight a little bit to Shameless earlier. Obviously, this game, he kind of went to the 80 drones. He sat back a little bit. He definitely did not get super aggressive super early on, so I can definitely see that being a thing in the in this next one, perhaps. A little more so. A little more so. Well, let's go. We're going to have ourselves up a game in the top right side of the map. It is going to be the Red Protoss player Shameless. Takes on the Blue Zerg in the bottom left. We've got Yakov. Two of this best of 5. one drone already coming across the map at an awkward angle. And suggest we're going to play some hatchery proxying in the early stages, which has become a pretty fond hobby of players like Yakov and Shin. Looks like he will go for it. Waiting to maybe put it onto some... He's not going to hatchery initially. He's going to third hatch, probably onto the natural of Shameless then. So he's going to go 3 hatch before pool, with one of those hatcheries being the hatch block on his opponent's natural. Comes in, I'm watching the minimap. I thought Rex would jump to it, but there you go. That is going to be the hatchery on location over here, and blocking up this nexus now. Immediate response going to be the second gateway as we build the cyber core. It's very common, especially just because what happens is obviously you get into a very comfortable position, because you're essentially going to be able to say, right, well, not only do I defend the hatchery, but I get pressure on the map as well, because I'm going to have 2 gates worth of units against you who, you know, honestly, like, Zerg don't deal well a lot of the time with the first couple of zealots and the first couple of adepts, you know, so it's able to kind of put pressure on this base while also being able to put pressure on as a follow-up to throw the Zerg into a little bit of a disarray at times. Let's see how well this works out. Start swiping, probe's dealing some damage. A few hits coming about as we do have the adepts building into play. Again, a couple of queens coming over. This hatchery isn't going to have the chance to finish if Yakov wants to finish it, but it will never get a queen out, so I don't think it's ever worth finishing. The extra 30 seconds is probably being generous, but the extra time spent just hitting that hatchery just isn't worth, you know, your cost into making that happen, basically, so... coming about, making a couple queens, 6 zerglings. The adept is going to go chase down the drone in the main, and that will go down, and we'll see if we get across the map from Shameless on the follow-up here, or if he wants to just kind of play this slow for the foreseeable future. Basalt's moving down, going to be the adept joining up as well. Just going to jump straight onto our hatchery, put this on, damage in. Again, the Oracle and the Warp Gate building through, the Nexus coming about. This is what I'm talking about in terms of just having a bunch of units early, and now the Zerg do not have a great response to this. Lings are on the way, but they're still not even going to be with speed just yet. The hatchery gets cancelled. Nexus, Warp Gate all coming through. Ling's going to chase after the adepts there for a couple seconds, trying to get a little bit more done. Just trying to see what else we can get done before a few moments, but nothing too crazy. Gonna see the adept's going to shade forward. The queen's going to be there. Yeah, we'll get in the Oracle, continue to come about. Let's see, the few Zergling's going to try and hit this gateway at the front. So gateway's taking damage. He's going to come through. Adepts and the Zealot's going to be in some trouble as well, as you can see. Those drones going down currently. Oracle just activating, going to go chasing after the Zerglings for a few moments as well. A couple of Adepts will shade their way out and about. I'm just going to see the Lings pulling back the other way for a couple of moments. Color counts are going to be the choice from Shameless as we play the follow-up to the triple Oracle here. Where's Yakov going to go at this point? 45 drones, not much to do. Ling's going down. Wants to open with the proxy hatch, and that's kind of fallen away now as well. Oracle's still activating the queens. Oh. I was going to say, taking some big damage. We will see the queens going down there, but we lost an Oracle, which is never great. Oracle's good, guys. Let it be said, Oracles are good, and you kind of generally, little secret tip if you're a Protoss player, You actually would like to keep these oracles up and running. Drones and roaches coming about. Let's just see. A couple of oracles coming over. Getting that settled. Again, Blink on the way. The Forge on the way. The couple of Similars building by. Nexus coming up also just for the moment. I think it's going to wrap around onto a few more of these Adepts, which is at least going to be a better cleanup for Yakov right now. Forces the shade away on the remaining few, but he got a couple of the kills. Gonna take our 4th hatchery to the bottom side, and we go from there. Just gonna see again a few Stalkers and that Blink all coming up. A couple of Lings nibbling at the probe. And Stalkers and the Adepts gather together. Lair is about to finish. The few drones, the Lings, the Overlords all on the way through. Roach speed a current choice here as well. Once again, the +1, that Blink coming by. Get that set up. Blink finishing very shortly. Stalker stepping through with our oracles. And we are heading to straight up the bottom left-hand side of the map to kick that off. Yeah, just gonna hit that hatchery, so hatchery taking damage, +1 missiles, the groove spines, the roach speed all coming up. But these Stalkers again aggressive already. Blink done. Hatchery's already very low. If we can win this fight for long enough to get this hatchery down, that'd be amazing. Obviously canceling the 4th is a big win for you. We get a few more units available now. Stasis catches the Lings. That's scary because now the roaches are exposed, the Queens as well. And Shameless stepping through nicely at the moment. There's going to be drones going down on the top left base as a couple of Adepts get there. That distracts a few units of Yakov, which might just buy you time for Shameless to obviously just have less here to deal with the attack. And this hatchery does indeed go down. So this hatchery just straight up falls right there. Down. So it's going to be a pricey moment for sure. Now what's up? Divine or not? Thank you so much for the 5-month resub on the Prime. Appreciate you. Thank you very much indeed. I think Roach Hydra just going to get a little bit of a jump on there. The few Stalkers taking some hits. Hydra still gathering, +1 missiles going through as well. Going to be seeing the Lings pushing the Stalkers back. So we're finally getting the pushback. We're obviously taking the loss in the 4th already. It's pretty rough. And now another nice Stasis catches a chunk of Lings. Shameless has to back away from these units, but yeah, has to back away from those units, but overall, not too bad. Stalkers will get after a couple more of those Zerglings. Then we do see Storm and the +2 all coming up. The charge also in production right here as well. That will be... I mean, we just got all the good things on the way. Meanwhile, Yakov is basically just sending their 63 drones. No drones in sight. Pure unit production. Shameless has a lot of good stuff on the way is maybe the most important part of that phrase or sentence, because it's not here yet in full swing. So the first bit of defense here may be tough. Like I said, get the Storm, dealing with the Hydras will be a lot easier. There's some batteries and cannons around. I like the Lings going in a different direction, but that pylon goes down and 5 gates get depowered right off the bat. No pylon on the way, so they're not going to get repowered either. That might be a game-losing pylon, because losing 5 of your gateways, how many were you on? 8? So you just lost over half of your production. And obviously you're looking to start getting Storm set up and so on, but that's not going to be easily done if you don't have the production that you need either. My goodness, what a disaster that turns out to be. An absolute fail here from Shameless, and that is just going to be GG. This push is successful. Very successful at that, honestly, and that is going to work wonders for Yakov to go 1-1 in this best of 5. Man, really felt like Yakov was in some trouble, but Shameless's preparation at home was not good enough, and losing all of the gates is going to make it much tougher to build. And like I say, he was on his way to so much, he needed to be on something to actually truly help him defend, though, at the end of the day, and he was just not there. Third map will be Old Republic, so we get Old Republic started as Yakov and Shameless. Fun back and forth, and we are going to see another series. That will not be a 3-0, I mean, as it should be, because let's be real, these games are not really kind of due to be 3-0s today. I actually do think they were pretty well matched kind of matchups. In a shame some of them have been on the faster side of life. So throw our invites out. We're going to be in game here in a second, guys. I imagine to get into the next one in just a few moments. Yakov. Yeah, Shameless says go GLHF. Waiting for Yakov to say ready. And it's Old Republic for map 3. We are tied up 1-1 in this show match. In the bottom left-hand side, we're going to have the blue Zerg player. This is going to be Yakov. Bringing it back, Roach Hydra. Getting across on Tourmaline and getting it done. And of course, Shameless on the upper right-hand side to get ready to go. Game 3, and away we start. With the gateway down at the front to start us off. What do I think about Home Story Cup 28? Haven't seen the replays yet, but looks like Human had a good one. What are the bangers to watch? Pretty much the playoffs. Had a couple of cool games in the groups, but I think most of the playoffs really stood out as good matches, so I don't know if there's I don't know if there's much to really point out specifically. Like you'll know which ones are great, but I wouldn't say it's worth skipping anything in the playoffs. I think all the playoffs were good. Maybe like one of the round of 8s was but even then, it's a good warm-up for the rest. I'm trying to think what was good in the group stages. Group D group stage was good. Group D's group stage was very good as well. If you want to look through Group D, it's definitely probably the best group stage to look through. Alright, well, we set up and we get going here. We'll jump in and go around a little, see what's going on. And let's start get building up, just get ourselves going with the Adept and the Warp Gate building by as well, and we'll see. No surprises yet, but got some open eyes waiting to see what we get to. It's ready to go. Adept comes down the bottom. Let's see the Queen gonna fire some shots off. Ling's coming through, Ling's speed coming about. And you have the Warp Gate and the Adept coming over. And the Adept shading back over to the right side just for a second or two. Shameless not gonna commit too heavily in here just yet or anything crazy like that. Adepts join up together. Let's see what will come next. Adept's gonna shade, the Ling's pulled back, Queen's gonna be there, and that Oracle coming up, the Warp Gate coming over, the Gateway still building through, a couple of Spores drones, Queen and the Ling speed. Again, little bits of everything already coming by there, so again, we got a lot of that setting up just for the moment. Getting that ready to go. Activating is going to take that chance to try and deal some damage. Doesn't find too much just yet, though. Ling's going to turn onto the probe for a couple seconds, too. Nothing too crazy. Lings will just keep map control. For now, while the Oracles keep map control from Shameless on the maps, they'll not be back here to defend against the Lings, but there's plenty of Adepts, and the Adepts are going to make a bit of a move over for a few moments as well. While the Council and Forge both going to come down. Oracle's actually going to fly through. It's going to be good for only a couple of drones. We actually lost an Oracle, which is going to turn out to be painful itself. I mean, never want to lose an Oracle, and especially you don't want to lose an Oracle, and it's only 2 drones that you get out of it. It's like, okay, you got a big greedy to get 5 or 6, sure. But killing 2 drones to get the Oracle, oh, Zerg is going to be loving this, so definitely nice for Yakov. As a map, Old Republic definitely feels like the sort of map that plays longer. It's not the sort of map I expect to see the Zerg finding like a lot of aggressive opportunities on, so I guess we'll see if it plays out like that or not, because we just have the Oracle going to take some damage, Queen's firing some shots off. +1 blink on the Oracle coming through, and the Evo Chamber coming up. The Oracle will activate through for a few more Zerglings. Again, the Evo Chamber finishing very shortly here. Get that underway. Robo Facility, Robo Bay, all coming about. Let's see, Robo Bay, Robo Facility continue to come around here for a few moments. Just gonna get that producing. Obviously get ourselves into some tech. Robo Bay is not something you see super commonly early in this matchup, but we're going to be playing against the melee upgrade, and then we're going to be playing against the Spire as well. Very interesting. Oracles move around, just gonna have the blink and the thermal lance coming up. Couple Colossus on the way in as well. Yeah, the Colossus is very interesting, but they'll look great against the Lings. What they don't work as well against is obviously if we actually go like Corruptors or something here. I mean, are we actually gonna have a world where we go Corruptors? We're gonna start building Hydra and Bane Nest, so we get other structures on the way up right now. Things take some damage. Roaches get turned away. Push to the bottom side. Hydra Den about to finish. Baneling Nest halfway done. Stalker's just going to get there. The Overlord will go down. The rest of these roaches still gathering. The Adepts get chased out of here. Lings building through. Baneling Nest coming up. Melee upgrade. +1 flyer attacks. Hydra speed. All of these things coming through for now. See the Stalker's gathering. The Adepts joining. Ling is going to get caught in a stasis ward as the Ling Roach Ravager will take a chance to move up toward the top side here. Try and catch a couple of those Adepts right now. Doing decently at that just for the moment. Like I say, the Colossus should be good enough to scare a lot of things off from this at the moment and not really let too much really come through and happen. So it's going to be Corruptors from Yakov's Spire, so that's where the Spire gets put to use. And I don't imagine we really want to build Hydras if the Colossus are up, because the Hydras obviously will melt the Colossus. Yakov is finding himself once again in a bit of a longer game here against Shameless, so once more in this kind of longer setup for now. Not ideal. You see the Stalk Colossus pushing straight forwards, just going to bring that straight through. Corrosive Vials. That's a big push from Shameless, and it hits at a good time where, you know, for example, Bane Speed isn't ready, right? So there's a lot of things that are just not quite there completely. And you know, against 4 Colossus, how many Corruptors out of 10? You need those Corruptors to do work here. I mean, look at the Colossus and the damage they do quickly. If you get rid of a lot of these Lings, then everything else becomes a little bit easier too. The Colossus getting jumped on, Prism not close enough to play any micro tricks to save the Colossus. The Corruptors actually swarming, but the ground army, I mean, the Colossus go down, but like, again, the Colossus did so much damage still initially. We will lose the Prism, and that stops the Warpins, but this is a lot of Stalkers. Ling Roach in production, but I'm not sure if that's going to be enough from Yakov. I think he might be in a ton of trouble right now. As these Stalkers just push in, Drone going down, Ling's going down, the Roach being chased, a Ravager morphs. Ling, Roach, Ravager all coming through, the Hydras as well. You can see the Lings, the Roaches continue to come through. It's going to have the Plus One missiles and the Groove Spines coming up as well right now. And you're seeing the Groove Spines coming up as well. Stalker still stepping back. I don't think there's enough to really get a hold here anymore from Yakov. I think Shameless is going to get it done. Like I say, Yakov was close to a lot of things that might have helped. I feel like he didn't quite know what was going on in this game for a bit as well. Like, he was building the Spire, then he's like, oh, Hydroden Bane this, but then obviously Hydroden's never going to be great in this scenario. Just a weird situation. Obviously, pulling drones in is going to be kind of a doomed scenario, and that means we are going to have GG's. Shameless 2, Yakov 1, and Shameless will sit at the advantage in this show match best of 5 with one map away from victory on his side. So Protoss looking for their second win of the day, because obviously we had Creator winning out earlier too. You know, it's been a fun day in terms of results, mixed results. Obviously the couple 3-0s were kind of but all good. Need the players to pick map 4, guys. I can't host up until they decide what map 4 shall be, so we give that a second or two, get that underway. They're ready to kick this off. Fourth map, Celestial Enclave, jeez. Alright, I wonder if we got some trickery here from Yakov, who is picking this fourth map. The fifth map will be Mothership. Done quite the macro set of games that we've set up for here in the last couple of maps. Set up for Invited, Yakov, Shameless. It's ready to go. Get the invites out, and we can kick this off. Players are ready. We're just waiting for one caster to join the game, guys. And we can click start. Beautiful. Celestial Enclave as Shameless looks to win this series out. Yakov looks to fight back against him. See who is victorious. So this fourth map gets underway on Celestial Enclave. I feel like some proxy hatches are very powerful in this map as well. There's a lot of potential there. Sometimes get things done. Let's see. In the top right hand corner, we're going to have ourselves the blue Protoss player. This is going to be Shameless. And as mentioned, he's up a game and hence a map away from victory here in this best of 5. He takes on the bottom left red Zerg Yakov. Get this one started right away. Series. Cool games, actually. Like I say, some different stuff as well. You know, Shameless definitely looking to win with a couple different things so far on top of everything else too, so this definitely be neat. Let's see our game starting. Double hatch, and then the pool. So 3 hatch early in the game, but it's nothing aggressive. It's nothing aggressive. Maybe the most important thing to note right away here. Alright, so just see the Twilight Council as the opening. I kind of like it, you know, bigger map where you maybe expect the Stargate most of all, because it's just a big map. Let's set up standard and macro, and then bam, right from the beginning, it's just like, no, no, no. I'm actually going to be, you know, mixing this up a little bit from the very get-go, and actually going into that Twilight Council super early, so I kind of like it from Shameless. I like the choice to mix it up now. Also up a game as well. See what we do. Second gateway currently. Gas count building up. Third gateway on the way. So I imagine we just start Glaives shortly, and it is going to be a Glaives commitment, but with no Robo. Or do we have some other plans? Fourth gate. And Glaives, right? There it is. Glaive starts, 4-gate Glaive is going to be the choice. But like I say, no Robo with this, so just the Twilight. Not going to have instant reinforcements like across the map or anything in that regard, so that'll be interesting too. Let's get that Roach run coming up, get that settled. Let's be building as well. Dark Shrine also starting. So there's going to be Adepts into DTs. I find it baffling that we don't have a Robo. No? This feels like all the things you want to have a Robo with. Reinforced with the Adepts. Okay, I could get behind the Adepts not having a Robo, but the DTs are just going to run from across the map. I do genuinely find that a little bit baffling, to be honest. I find that a little crazy. It's coming through. Again, that Link Speed coming about. Lings and Roaches coming in as well just for a couple seconds here. That Link Speed is about to be finished. And that Resonating Glaives is well on the way. Dark Shrine about halfway done. The Nexus halfway done. Bringing a lot of that through just for the moment and getting that all set. Yeah, a couple spores are coming about. Roaches and Queens are going to come about as well. More Adepts just coming straight in onto the natural expansion there. So they're just going to get set. They're going to get ready to go. And they are going to make a shade through the middle of the map already. And just head down to the bottom side of the map and see what we can do. We left an Adept behind. As few Roaches and Ravages are already morphing in, so I don't see this doing much. What I can maybe see doing something is the DTs, but like I say, they have to walk from across the map, so take a third Nexus, going to be the in-base behind this as well, so we are heading toward the next base along here. That is going to finish very soon. The Roach and the Ravage still coming up, 5 more drones on the way. The Adepts are going to threaten the shade once again, and we just see, again, the Ling Roach Ravager moving about for a little bit. A couple of DTs are going to move around too. You're going to see the Ling's going to try and get a jump onto the Adept there as now the DTs get chased by the Zerglings. One Ravager gets taken down. The Lings get up into the main base. The Adepts will continue to fight. The Zerglings continue to drop. A lot of those Lings getting picked away. Corrosive Vials dropping in there as well. The Adept's still going down. Focus just keep coming through again. Blink building. The gates coming up. So a lot of those gates coming by. That Roach Speed, drones and the Overlord all coming through as well. Failing Nest behind this from Yakov. Hard to really say that this opening did anything of success. 700 resources lost worse off. The DTs were very minimal. I think the preparation was great from Yakov. I still really do kind of doubt the lack of a Robo, especially when you go Adepts and the DTs, man. Like, follow up here from Shameless is going to be 4 extra gateways, and that's going to let us get into Blink. So we're going to go Blink, a ton of Stalkers, and go from there. Maybe, I mean, Yakov is low on drone count. Maybe you can catch him being a bit too greedy in terms of the redrone, and just hit with, like I say, a ton of the Stalkers. Because there's no other future-proofing of this game right now from Shameless, right? Like, he is just building an F-ton of Blink Stalkers right here, as we're going to see 8 gateways to warp in from. Still no Robo, and we do not have a pile. We do have, I think, a probe on the map that's looking to build a pylon. Yes, there will be a slow warping point on the left-hand side. These Stalkers right now are actually able to chase these Roaches a little bit, so, and they're getting punished a little for just having been over here and knocking down some rocks, and so this is a very good trade to start off with for Shameless, because it's going to make Yakov very kind of underhanded in terms of unit number available. What I do like, though, is it's kind of provoking Yakov into making a bunch of Lings. We actually see the Lings into the main, so now Yakov's going to know for sure there is no follow-up behind this apart from just units, units, units. Knowing that should help out a lot, as if the Lings especially, I think, are going to be a danger here. There's no What's interesting is a round of Adepts might be useful right now, because get a few Adepts just in front of these Stalkers to deal with the Lings. Because there's no Oracles to deal with the Lings, and usually the Oracles are what you rely on to kind of deal with Zerglings in this scenario, so... yeah, 6 more Stalkers coming up, Ling Roach still coming through. Melee upgrade, missiles, Baneling speed all coming. Just gonna see the Stalkers still fighting at the front, Queen taking a few more shots. Roach Ravager coming through, the drones as well, the Zerglings still heading over up that left-hand side and going after these Stalkers here. Still think Shameless is trading pretty well so far. He's going to start making charges, warping in a few more Stalkers off that nearby gateway, albeit slowly. So the Roach Ravage trying to fight. There's not a lot of Roaches here right now. These Stalkers, I feel like they're tempted to blink forward. I would have been tempted to blink them forward. There we are, they're going to blink in. The extra Lings start showing up. I specifically liked it against this right side group of units. As the reinforcements show up, then you obviously want to be able to blink away. I mean, the Zealot's on the way through again, ready to do some tanking. The issue I have for Yakov is that he's doing this off of less drones. He never restructured his economy to get back on track. And not being able to get back on track economy-wise really feels like it's going to end up in a little bit of a tough situation for sure. One Ling found the pylon, so at least we know where to target to try and stop the warp-ins at this point, although that Ling alone will obviously not get the job done. Lurker Den on the way. Lurker Den would be massive. You get some Lurkers out here. Stalkers are not going to trade well against Lurkers. That could be enough to just push Shameless back and to slow him down long enough to give you a pretty good shot at this as well. So that's also something else we can look at here. As the Stalkers fight through once again. On his way to +1 attack. Charges are about to be done. So Zealots are going to get even better here very soon if we want to add some more of those again. We're trying to add some Hydras, but obviously it's a dangerous moment because these Stalkers are still pressuring. And as you add on the tech, this is where you actually do end up being weak. We're also counterattacking with some Lings. So, is that Lings? No, it's just Lings. So Lings counterattacking. They are going to get straight through. One of the issues on this map is that entry point. And with the rocks being taken down earlier by Yakov, he lets himself get in there. However, Yakov is just dying on this side, and anything that builds right now feels like it's probably going to die. And it looks as though that's just... well, never mind. It looks as though that is going to be GG. No second doubts about it. And Shameless is going to take it 3-1 in this best-of-5 show match today. Getting it done against Yakov. And looking pretty darn good in doing so as well, I think. Couple cool builds. This game really felt like it went wrong, but he had enough of an edge. I love the follow-up. I think the follow-up was a great way for him to take advantage and to get back on track and to try and reset things a little bit. So, I like that. I like that a lot. Alrighty, guys. I think that's going to be it for the day then. So thank you so much to Solo. Obviously joined us for a cast a little earlier on as well. And obviously gave us all of these games today. So thank you so much to Solo. Ellie's here to say hi for the end of the stream. You excited to play a little bit, Ellie? Oh, you can have my attention. You can. You can have some attention. Oh, lovely. Exciting. I'll join you in 5 minutes, babes. Alrighty, so that's going to be it for us today, guys. I appreciate you all. I hope you've all had fun. Thank you again to Sola for the games, and hopefully more in the future. Again, I'm not going to be online tomorrow, guys. So I'll not be online tomorrow. I'll be back Sunday with the WardiTV Winter Championship qualifier. We did announce the WardiTV Winter Championship properly yesterday, by the way, so full information is now available for that. We put that on TL, which means it's also on Wikipedia. So I'll just run through this quickly, but TLDR Winter Championship is coming. So we are going to have 2 qualifiers. They're going to work a bit differently to usual. So we're going to have a points qualifier. This does not necessarily give direct qualification, but it does give a significant amount of points. The idea being if you hit top 8, it's very likely you qualify through points. So basically it's just like going to give more points than usual. And also a bit of prize money. And it's just a way to kind of mean that anyone can really play. And then if you don't make it through on the point system, because these points build up here, and about 16 players will be invited through points, plus the fact that a few players have already made it in there right at the top. If you don't make it in on the point system, there is then going to be a last chance qualifier as well, which is just a straight up qualifier. What is most important to note is that there's going to be no invites in this tournament. Everyone has to qualify. So you do not get in by being like, hey, Wardy, I want to play. No, you got to play the qualifiers, whether that's you play for points or if you play for the last chance qualifier. That's going to be how it goes. So that's the Winter Championship coming up. It'll be a Bunch of group stages, of course. Winner qualifies to WardiTV 2026. It's a $5,000 event. And, yeah. Standings have the first advancing players. Oh, even better. The standings look even better than I thought. Hang on. Bam, there you go. Oh, there you go, guys. Oh, isn't that beautiful? So these guys, Classic and Xbox, Kira and Björn, are qualified thanks to the Winter Cup. And, yeah, the other guys in green are already guaranteed, as in there's just no way players can overtake them. So they are safe, but obviously they can still come in and earn points. This is the thing. I didn't want like a qualifier where it's like, well, no one wants to play because they're just going to get through anyway, which is why I made it a points qualifier, because also these points are kind of useful for the future WardiTV events as well. It's not just for the winter season necessarily that these points are going to be useful for. So it's just I think it was a cool idea. We'll see how it works. But yeah, that does make sense if you've got 6 points or more. Seems pretty unreasonable to get overtaken. Like I said, I don't know officially what it is, but I'm going to go ahead and say Wikipedia is probably right. So yeah, some people are already locked in, and there's a lot more spaces to be grabbed. And like I say, there's money on the line as well, so players can just play for a little bit of money if they want to, or a few points. Like I say, it's not necessarily just for this. Points will carry over into the rest of the year, and obviously towards WardiTV 2026. So there you go. That's going to be all happening very, very excitingly. Just wondering if there's anything else I want to add, but I don't really think there is. I think we're going to wrap it up for the day. So, thanks so much for watching, guys. I appreciate you all. I'm running some ads on the outro. When we come back, more StarCraft will resume in the form of... on Sunday, this qualify for the Winter Championships. I'll see you guys there. Again, if you don't catch me on Sunday, I'll be here Monday, and then after Monday, I'm away for a full week. I'll be doing a Monday Cup off until the next Monday Cup, basically. So, just letting you guys know that next week will not be a lot of streams from me. Alright, guys, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.